Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Wayne Lou. This is take two because first one we didn't get the streaming part right, but it's okay. This is a December live banter pod, so people know that once per month we just like to gather and take a break from the Raptors, enjoy our friendship with each other. You know, I feel like I haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah,
Producer,
that's on purpose.
Co-host Alex, what's going on?
Yeah, just need a break, holiday break.
Yeah, you've been working hard, man.
I've been working hard.
You've been working hard, bro.
Yeah, I've been working real hard.
You've been working real hard. Jerome Chang, someone who's actually working hard.
Hello.
What's going on? Welcome to Jerome's living room.
Yeah, thanks for coming, guys.
Yeah, we're in the
Thanks for having us.
12th most popular city in the world, right?
Is that
Is that what it is now?
Yeah, I think so. It hit like a 20. It hit like a top 20 list, Ossington. So
okay?
Okay.
that's where we're at.
I know
Why
Ossington
are we
was.
doxing Jerome right off
People
the
know.
bat?
No,
We know at
it's,
this point.
It's public knowledge.
It's public knowledge
Yeah.
where Jerome lives.
No,
Yeah.
like the street is public knowledge.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Okay, Banter Pod. So what do we have prepared for this, Alex? I know this is your specialty. You've been working hard at this.
Banter Pod, we're gonna have we each have our in-out list that we want to present.
Okay.
So we're gonna go through and chat about that. We got a lot of listener questions. If anybody in the chat wants to put in questions too, we'll look out for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then what else? We got some surprises for you because it's your birthday. Or
It was your birthday.
You're 32 now. And
Magic Johnson number.
Yeah, and then we're gonna do a couple segments at the end. I famously don't know any Beatles songs, so you guys are going to give me Beatles song titles.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I'm gonna sing them and guess how those songs go. Yeah.
That sounds fun. That sounds like
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
You guys got those songs ready?
I mean, I'm just gonna pull up Spotify and look up.
Yeah,
the Beatles.
no, this is a real holiday vibe.
We're chilling, man. We're
Yeah.
chilling. Look at us. We're chilling. I have my emotional therapy Kyle Lowry pillow. This is where the rappers
Alex
are
is
right
sitting
now.
on one too.
Oh, okay.
This is
Yeah,
where-
wow, metaphor.
Behind
This is
you.
where we're at spiritually. Okay, I gotta hug Kyle once in a while just to feel better. I know the raps are down bad. Just want to practice. We don't need to hear about that. That'll be it for a future day.
I think each one of those were like $10.
Where did you get these? Because I feel like fans would actually want to know where you can get a Kyle Lowry emotional support pillow.
So when I used to work for MLSC,
Uh-huh.
what had happened was around the holidays for Foundation, they would have like a whole bunch of items from different events.
Okay.
Like jerseys, things like that they would sell.
Yeah.
And then I saw this, and if you want to grab from behind Alex,
Sure. Hold on.
we got ourselves a Vince Carter as well. This was, I think, part of a throwback activation thing at an event, and they were just selling it. I think it was like $10 each.
Yeah. I hope, by the way, everyone knows what this Kyle Lowry moment is as soon as you see the photo. I hope everyone knows this photo.
Yo, am I supposed to know that?
Yeah.
Is that the game against the Cavs? No, this is game 6.
Do you guys know this Kyle Lowry moment?
Is this game 6?
For the people in the stream,
Yeah, I
does
see a Bucks
anyone know
jersey.
Yeah.
what this moment is? You see a Bucks jersey?
I also see a little
Yeah, it's a game
bandage.
$6. It's
Little
him
bandage
knowing
on it.
he's going to the finals.
This is Game 6 Kyle Lowry.
Yeah.
Eastern Conference Finals. Raptors 26-3 run. In fact, honestly, my recommendation is next time you want to watch a Raptor game, just save yourself the trouble and search 26-3 run full and just watch that whole sequence. But Kyle, I love you, buddy. I miss you, bro. I can't believe you're a Sixer. That's nasty.
God damn.
Anyway.
What
are we saying?
That's enough basketball from this guy. So we've compiled our in-out lists. In-out lists are becoming super popular, I feel like.
They're kind of in right
the
now.
zeitgeist right now.
Ooh.
Like every party we go to, last night we were celebrating, friend of the program, 2-time CSA award winner Ennis Esmer's 46th birthday.
Happy belated, Ennis.
And, just in a room full of, creatives, comedians, actors, and I feel like all anybody wanted to do was talk about ins and outs. So we got to capitalize on this moment and kind of go through our little personal in-out list. Will, I know you prepared yours within 5 minutes of going on air.
Yeah, the last second.
Jerome and I have been marinating about this, for a little bit.
Okay.
I was almost out on this, but then you really convinced me.
Yeah.
This was a really fun time.
So I think we should go around. Let's start with some of our ins. Let's go around, get a round of ins, discuss, and then we'll do some outs.
Well, I guess I'll start.
All right, Will.
because I'm jumping in for no reason.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Your energy's so weird. Is it because you're live?
No, man, this is just
You're
normal.
acting like a streamer right now.
in
I
streamers, bro.
Streamers are in.
No, streamers are
Streamers
in.
are absolutely
Okay,
in.
this was your number one.
The the converse to the inverse to this would be
Yeah.
podcasters. I
Yeah,
feel
which
like
we'll talk about. Yeah,
Podcasts are. I just feel like it's a little difficult. We'll talk about this in a second. But
Yeah.
introducing yourself as a podcaster just feels a little strange right now.
Yeah.
But
We
introducing
can say
yourself
that's
as
an
a
out already.
streamer,
Yeah.
no, streamer is it's just different. I mean, you know, streamers is working because you're 40 and you're like, I actually really respect streamers.
Yeah,
Like,
I know. I know. Like I show speed, right? I know Kai Cenat. I actually really like what he did.
Yeah.
With like his like marathon streaming, and you can see the power of the streamers too. Like they're getting like Kyrie Irving and like SZA to like actually
Yeah,
drop
yeah.
by and just like hang out. And
But
you can't deny that kind of like cultural cachet that they have.
I
Like,
think what's cool about it is it's almost like a late night show in a concept, but it's
Yeah,
so
that's-
much more accessible.
that's a really
late
good
night
way to
show.
put it.
You're in your best
Yeah.
outfit. You're talking to Jimmy Fallon. He's laughing like for no
Yeah,
reason.
you're clearly promoting like a
Yeah.
particular thing. The conversation's gonna be like 10
Right.
minutes.
It's 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Andy Richter's there. There's a band.
Yeah.
It just feels like a little bit too like impersonal versus
Yeah.
like you're in a living room, you're in front of a computer. At this point, especially after COVID,
Yeah, is this what we're doing right now? Yeah.
yeah, after COVID, like people just got used to hanging out with people through a screen.
Right.
People got used to interacting in front of a camera.
Yeah, and I think there's something like you said to the fact of like it doesn't have to be like 100% like fully produced or like things have to like go a particular way. Like there's like a more freestyle mentality to it. Someone might show up, like Kyrie might show up and they'll end up just like hooping and stuff.
Yeah,
or they're
sure.
getting into conversations like you said that people just don't know. So it's like a really captivating thing to like watch. Cuz
Okay.
like you just end up like with Kai Cenat, like I just end up watching him and I'm like, yeah, I just want to follow and see what he's doing. Like he could just be like going grocery shopping or whatever. I feel like this is like a very
It's the next
personal-
level of
would you
reality
become
television.
a streamer? Would either of you guys become streamers?
I don't think I have the time to.
No,
It's a tough
too-
one.
fair
You
enough.
really have to commit like hard
Yeah.
because I think no matter what.
You got to post 6 more cut downs today, bro.
Yeah, right.
Well,
right.
plus you gotta put yourself out there a lot, right? Because like
Yeah.
you're just there. You're like
have to be on,
present
too.
all the time. Like
What do you think about living for a virtual audience versus living for a physical audience?
I don't
Or
know.
living
man.
for yourself,
I live for
actually.
neither.
Wow. Okay. It's too
No,
deep.
what do you mean though? Elaborate. Yeah.
No, because I feel like one thing that's culturally happening is like everyone's spending so much time on the internet, and they're so connected that there's almost a third culture. There's like the way you live with yourself, the way you
Yeah.
live with people physically in your life, like your family, your friends,
Yeah.
in real life, and then you have your online personality.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And as someone who doesn't necessarily stream, but I guess I stream like going live after games and stuff like that, I feel sometimes like I have to like after the stream is done and I'm like, all right, this has been the React Pod. Raptors lost 25-0 once again, and then like I turn it off the camera, then I have to like mentally switch myself to like just
Yes.
being like an actual person in my
Oh,
house.
because you're like so dialed in to being that other person.
Yeah, and it's
when
weird
you're
when you're
in
like
it.
concertedly flipping a switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we witnessed it last night where I worked
Sure,
with you
yeah,
on
yeah,
the React
yeah.
Pod, and then I saw you half an hour later.
I was chilling.
Yeah, and you're
Yeah.
chilling. Yeah, exactly.
So it seems like you're doing a good job of that, of like being able to disconnect the two.
But it's weird. I feel like one is like invading the other one.
Yeah, like you don't feel like those two are the same people.
It's a real tough one because
Yeah.
a lot of social content now is about having a persona but making it authentically you.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of figuring out also like how much you are kind of letting people in. Welcome to my living room, I guess. But
Welcome to
On
my
Ossington.
life.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I think a lot of this stuff, like when we're doing this stuff, this is like us, but sometimes it's just like an elevated version.
It's an elevated
you're
version,
just-
and it also
you're
is a
just
portion
on.
of
You're just
us.
on.
Yeah,
that's true.
You're just on.
Like,
It's true.
like so I don't ever see it as like two different like people.
Right. This ain't 2 a.m. at the Airbnb in Alhambra,
Yeah.
and you poke your head out and say thank you for the In-N-Out burger.
Yeah.
And go back to taking your fifth shower of the day.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, it's true.
all right. Well, Jerome, what's on your in?
Loose fitting clothing.
Yeah,
just-
loose
Hell
fitting
yeah.
clothing.
Okay.
Is in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just really about the double XLs, the baggy pants.
Yeah. Early 2000 rap video vibes.
Exactly.
I Okay. Keep on.
Well, it's there's a little more than that, but I think generally it's just about whatever is your comfort level of like how you wear your clothes. For me, it's loose fitting, so that's why it's my thing.
When is too loose?
I don't think it is.
Yeah,
Really?
It's however you feel. You know?
Yeah. Also, because I think the other thing too is like
If you pull up in a 5X, like
No, 5X is pushing it.
that's what I'm
Right,
saying. Like there's
right.
like yeah.
But
I think one
yeah.
thing like because we've like basically the bodies we have are more or less it. Like you can be like a little bigger or smaller, but like
Sure.
our shoulders are going to rest exactly where they are. So obviously, like pushing past that is a bit extreme, but like yeah, you can go pretty loose and let it hang over, and whatever your body type is, like you can just let it be.
How
What
much?
are
Yeah,
you
I like
smiling
that.
about, Alex?
No, I like that.
Yeah.
How much of this is the three of us aren't fit?
I mean,
mean,
some of it is.
Some
Yeah,
of
part
it
of it
is.
is
sure.
that, but it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, no, I've always said like it's like you can buy all the clothes you want in fashion and stuff, but like you should also just gotta be like in good shape to like make the clothes look good. That's why the athletes always make their clothes look good. But I do like the oversized clothing. I think regardless of like body type or size, feels like it's a thing that's just in. Like you can see the things shifting. Like even you look at photos of us from like 2016 or like 2017.
Yeah.
Like the size of pants that like people were wearing like versus now.
A lot of skinny
Like, it's
jeans, a lot of
shifting a lot
joggers.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
What's up with this jersey though, man?
what do you mean? Oh, I'm rocking a New York Rangers jersey of my former employer, Nick Kyprios.
Who's?
Ooh.
Yeah, so
That's
94
hard.
Rangers.
That's
Stand
hard.
up
Gotta get
for
that
the
signed.
Rangers.
That's actually hard.
Trying to get that signed, man.
You got it born to
All right,
sign
Alex,
it too?
what's your in?
Yeah, I gotta get it. My first in is the Orlando Magic.
I thought we were talking hoops. Oh, what? We can't talk about Scotty being point
this
guard?
is
We
a
gotta
classic-
talk about the Orlando Magic?
This is a classic banter pod move because Alex sets up all the questions, sets up
Jesus.
everyting.
Yeah.
I do
And
no
it's always a
preparations.
bait and switch.
Yeah.
It is a bait
It's
and
always a
switch.
bait and switch.
All right.
I mean, we don't have to discuss
no,
Orlando
talk about-
Magic.
yeah,
I can
tell
just
us-
throw it
no,
out.
I'm
there.
curious.
Sell me on the Orlando
I
Magic,
just,
man.
you know, when I turn on my league pass, like this is the first team. Like when I'm checking the NBA schedule, I want to see when the Magic are playing right now. And this is the team that I love watching.
Okay, who are some of your favorite Magic players right now?
Traveling Queen.
This guy really watches the Magic.
Yo,
Traveling
shout out Cole Anthony, 2 game winners, I think, in like the last 2 weeks.
Oh, you know ball.
No, these guys. No, I love watching. I love watching the
man.
Magic, man.
That's
and
so funny.
and I think the Orlando Magic have been like this not cool team for so long.
When have the Magic ever
Oh
been
yeah,
hot?
because
Shaq
like,
and Penny was cool.
because that was like the height of
Yeah.
your '90s like
Yeah, yeah,
basketball.
this
love.
is-
What about T-Max Magic? Were they hot?
T-Max Magic they were okay.
Pat Garrity?
Because they didn't win.
Also, because T Mac left.
Yeah, and Grant
Okay.
Hill got hurt all the time.
Okay.
Dwight Howard's teams. I mean, who's a Dwight Howard stan?
Dwight had
Like-
such a short run. Like it was
Right.
that
No, that's
first
actually
like
true.
No, but,
slam
like,
dunk contest.
yeah.
Who's the
and
best
then-
player without stands?
It might have to be Dwight. I know Kevin Durant
That's
was
up
in the
there.
running for a little bit, but Kevin
Nah, he
Durant
got
has
stands.
stands.
KD's got stands.
Kevin Durant
He
has
got
stands,
Come on.
including one of them right here.
Okay.
But yeah, the Orlando Magic are in. Like if
Okay.
you're an NBA fan,
Yeah.
you know, people be like, "Oh, OKC, I love the way they do their group interviews like after games."
Yeah.
Oh my
Bark,
god.
bark, 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 bark.
Shay's IG captions like you guys don't know the Magic also do these group interviews after where they all hang out. around.
Yo, I actually didn't know
and it's
that.
super cool.
Oh, yo.
So-
You,
Put some respect on my boy Hito.
Yo, shouts to
We
Hito.
have from the chat here.
This person must be Turkish, bro. But honestly,
Yeah.
Hito Turkoglu with that Magic team, Rashard Lewis.
Magic Hito was so
Yo, come
cold.
on,
He was
man.
able to steal so much money from the
Bro, they-
Raptors in free agency.
Yo, relax.
no, he
coach,
was
man.
that good.
yes,
Relax,
coach.
relax,
Allegedly.
relax.
Yeah.
This
Well,
is great because I know for your basketball viewing experience is
Yeah.
like, obviously you'll watch the Raptors sometimes, and then
Yeah.
afterwards you're like, I might tap into another team,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
I'm just so happy that the Magic are the team that you
well,
landed on.
well, we're gonna do something. I think Jerome mentioned this in the new year. Maybe we can do
Yeah.
a live draw right now.
oh, word?
We're supposed to pick
Streamers?
a random team.
Right. Oh, I
for
didn't
me
set that
to
up yet,
watch
but yes.
Like every week
Okay.
or like every 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll come back with observations and give
It's like a
full
book report.
for
I
you
like
guys.
this. I like
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
man.
Yo, generate me a team right
What
now.
generate you a team right now?
Yeah. Can you
Okay.
Google generate.
All right. You two
basketball
talk
team?
through while I figure out how
so
to
Orlando.
generate.
Okay, Orlando's my in. What else is on your in list?
Okay, so on the next in thing I have is chess.
Okay, chess.
Chess is super.
By the way,
in
for
right
everyone
now.
joining us on the stream, we're doing in-out lists right
We're doing in-out lists.
Also,
and
we're
this
all
is the
looking
live
at
December
the screen
Banter
and not the
Pod.
camera, just
Yeah.
as a production note. But
It's fine. What do I
We're
look
good.
like? Kai Cenat?
Yo,
Well, I
love
don't
all
know.
you guys.
Yeah. Okay. So what's
Chess is in.
Chess is
is in.
very in
Don't
right
tell
now.
me it's because Wemby went to
Okay.
Washington
Here's the
Park.
thing. As NBA fans, chess club. What's your ELO? Relax, bro. That's Electric Lights Orchestra for me. So on the same day that Wemby like made the public call out, he went to Washington Square Park,
Sure.
played the Hustlers, in New York that they're famous
Yeah.
for, in the rain after Christmas, obviously like that. On that same day, that was not the biggest story in chess that day. Did you know that?
Okay.
Do you know who Magnus Carlsen is?
No, he's a chess master.
They're grandmasters.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes. So he's like widely considered like the greatest player actively right now,
Yeah.
and in contention for like greatest of all time. At that point, you might have
Sure.
to go to like the Kasparovs and all these. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. To be honest, I don't really know the history of chess like that.
Sure.
So they're playing in this like big tournament,
Yeah.
and this is like the number one guy. Like he's like more. He's like for sure the most followed guy in chess, right? Especially streaming and stuff like that. He got kicked out of the tournament because he refused to not wear jeans.
Oh, damn. Wait, so wait, he's not allowed to wear jeans?
The rules of that tournament
Yeah.
state that you cannot wear jeans.
So he like wouldn't budge from that.
So they told him
Yeah.
the night before, like, hey, you wore jeans today. Tomorrow, please don't wear jeans. And he's like, all right. And then the next day, he came back wearing jeans. And they were
Yeah.
like, before you play the next match,
He-
I want you to change out of your jeans. And then he was like, bro, why do I need? This is like telling Michael Jordan you can't wear shoes with color on it. Remember
Yeah.
back in the day, it
but
was like
like
black and
he
white.
stood on that and just got booted from the tournament.
He legit stood on it and he said, fuck it, I'm out.
Damn, and that's why chess is in, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Chess
trust
is, like,
me.
happening
This is
right
like a
now.
real thing, bro. This is like a
Yeah.
real storyline.
Yeah.
Is that one of the greatest chess players of all time
Yeah, refused to not
is
wear
now
jeans.
backing out and potentially breaking with like the whole chess federation
Yeah.
over wearing jeans.
All right, I like that. I was just hope, yeah, as long as you didn't make it about Wemby, because that was
No,
a
the
real,
Wemby thing was cool too.
it was
But
fun.
I mean,
it was
just
a real
people,
stage situation.
people playing chess. You
Hey,
think it was
guys.
staged?
I mean, he tweeted it out. He's like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna
That's
go.
not staged,
Just
though.
show up."
But people will still win.
And there
He
was so
really-
much media around, cameras and everything.
But I mean, obviously, people are gonna show
if
up.
Michael
It's
Jordan
Wemby, bro.
invited fans to go play blackjack with him, we would never hear
Okay,
about
that's
it.
totally different, bro. That is
I don't know.
totally different.
I don't know. Taking
Yeah.
a slightly anti-Wemby stance. Yeah.
Why are you hating Wemby?
I don't know.
So Wemby's kind of out for you, but we don't have to talk
Too
about
well
it.
put together. Always says the
It's
right
too
thing.
suspicious.
Okay.
Something's off.
suspicious.
Yeah, Jerome, what you got?
Well, I found a random NBA generator, and I'm gonna try to, for people in the chat,
Ooh.
present it on screen. So we're gonna see if this actually works at all.
Okay, we're trying things, guys.
We're trying things on the stream. This is so great for the audio experience.
We'll narrate,
Yo,
We'll narrate through
podcasters
this.
will never leave you.
bro. What's your favorite chess opening, man?
I don't know.
By
man.
the way, they call
moving
this
that little horse,
moving.
moving that horse in that little L shape type move. Anything to protect my traveling queen.
Yo, that's insane. No, they're calling him because you know the show Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, I love that show.
They're calling
Okay.
this the Jeans Gambit.
Oh, okay, I like
That's
that.
kinda
Okay,
hard.
everyone.
I'm telling you, chess
we
is
have
fun, man.
ourselves
Chess
a
is really
wheel,
fun right now.
and it's on the screen. So we're
Yo,
gonna
this
try
is
this
so
out.
small, man.
Okay, I'll read through. So it has every team. We're gonna do one spin.
Let's do the spin. Of course, if we got the Raptors, we're gonna skip it.
Of
We're
course.
spinning
Okay,
it.
here
Yeah.
we go.
My rule is I think we should spin 3 teams and then let me pick.
Okay.
Okay, Brooklyn Nets. No, I don't mind. I don't mind
You're
the
gonna
Nets.
do the Nets?
It's also
Oh,
spin. Can you
brother.
spin 2 more times?
All right.
And then maybe I pick from the
Okay.
3.
Well,
Okay.
let's let the chat chime in too. So we got Brooklyn Nets as number 1.
Okay.
Yeah. This
For-
is Alex is gonna watch a team intensely for 2 weeks.
The Chicago Bulls.
Chicago
Oh
Bulls.
my
I'm not as
goodness.
excited. The Nets, I don't mind. The Nets, I don't mind.
Okay, and the
Yeah.
final
Yeah.
pick,
Yeah. Please, just give me a Western Conference team.
No. Come on, man. Give me the Charlotte Hornets.
the Denver
Yo,
Nuggets.
that's a good one too.
Denver Nuggets.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Brooklyn Nets. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me go with the Nets.
You're gonna
All
go
right.
with the Brooklyn Nets.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna spend this week and next week. Oh brother, the Nets are playing the Raptors.
Oh, perfect.
There
There,
we
you
go.
go,
Yeah,
man.
they're
All
2
right.
for 1 deal. Yeah,
maybe
so,
maybe you have to join the React Pod. and
so I'm
talk
gonna
about
do
it
please
from the net.
So I'm gonna do the Nets and then file a report, and then every 2 weeks I will check in on a new team.
Get
Okay,
ready
that
to
sounds good.
learn Jalen Wilson.
No,
buddy.
this is my way. Like, I gotta check out the broadcast, check out everything.
Oh, Sarah Kustok.
Yeah, Syracuse stock, one of the Eagles.
Yo,
Yeah.
have you heard, by the way, Ian Eagle's son impersonating him?
Yes, I saw the
Noah
clip.
Eagle is like, he's like
Yeah.
impersonating what a conversation between him and his dad would sound like, because they have the exact same voice.
Yeah, shouts to Noah Eagle. I think he got his start, like, big jump in, like,
Yeah.
a bubble. When he
Did
started
he?
doing bubble games and stuff. Yeah, so respects to
Incredible scoop.
respects to the Eagle family.
What?
All right.
What else
onto
is in?
How many ins are we doing?
Let's
keep
just
going.
keep doing
Let's
till we
just keep going.
feel good.
We're just
All right,
streaming. We're
I
just
mean,
chilling.
Because it's gonna
Um,
get dark when we do our outs.
Okay,
So.
that's
Fair
okay.
enough, fair
Let's do
enough,
it, let's
fair
do
enough.
it. What
And
else is
people
it?
in the chat, if you want to send in your ins and outs,
Yeah, let us
hit
know
up.
too. We'll discuss them live on air.
All 76 of you.
All right, my in.
Come on, bro. With the Sixers.
My in is tact.
Tact. Okay, you gotta explain this.
Okay.
One.
I just think
What is tact?
tact is having like some level of sensitivity to the people that you're talking to.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, okay.
Okay, I gotta
not
work on
completely being like so brutally honest, reading the
Yeah.
room well,
Okay.
things like that. I think
Okay.
I think it's really great that we've kind of gotten to this point that we can openly express ourselves. I think there might be a little bit of regression that might be needed for just a little bit of tact in some situations and some just like talking with people at times, because like sometimes you can just be saying anything and
Yeah.
like,
Bros just be saying anything.
exactly. So
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think we should be just saying anything.
So think before you talk type thing.
I just like have
Like
a little
consider the situation.
having a little more empathy
Yeah,
for the people
consider
that you're
the
talking to.
situation.
when
What
you're
happened to that
addressing.
golden rule, man?
Yeah. No. You know what? I do agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do
A
agree.
lot
with
of people should think before they talk, because you
I-
guys be talking crazy. Some people.
My thing is, you should think before you tweet as well. This is an
Ooh,
ongoing lesson
okay.
I've learned over 10 years now.
Yeah.
Sometimes I still go back and like delete a tweet here or there
Yeah.
because I regret them. But I'm like, I just feel like, we just talk way too strong to each other on the internet.
Yeah. But
Like,
that
it's
goes
kinda-
back.
it's
That
kinda
goes back
crazy,
to what you
like-
said about like people just be presenting like an online personality, and it's like not them.
No, but why?
The
why
thoughts are almost not them. Like
it's
they just.
it's just too hostile, man.
Oh, I
Yeah.
opened a can of worms. My
Where is the love? Black
Yeah.
Eyed Peas.
yeah.
Slap a question mark on your apartment.
tact. It's
I like that. I like
yeah.
that.
How about you, Alex?
Oh man, what else do I have here? Let's see. In
In and Out's presented by In and Out.
in I've noticed in is Chinese people going to therapy.
Oh, I love this.
Not to be the therapy homie, but it's like.
Yeah,
The
you
three of us
though.
are in therapy.
But I
though.
feel like
Yeah.
every person that I've like even just like met up with in like the last like 6 months to a year,
Sure.
and specifically like Chinese people, in this case, like the topic of therapy just comes up all the time, and I think like therapy's become like a thing, right? Like I feel like there's jokes even now about how like everyone just uses like therapy speak
yeah.
to like even talk about things, but like for me I think it's really good that like this generation of just Chinese people are like recognizing that therapy is good for them and is able to finally break the cycle of
It's definitely
just-
not stigmatized.
yeah, of just like, generations before not even
Right.
acknowledging like mental health or like, yo, I'm not feeling well. You
Do
should
your
go to
parents
therapy.
know you're in therapy?
My parents
Mine
know,
don't.
but they don't talk to me about it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they know?
They don't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I don't think my parents knew that I was in therapy. But at the same time, I think so. Okay. What's difficult for me is to separate my experiences with my parents and extrapolating that against like the general experience of what it means to be Chinese.
Yeah.
Because it's like a billion plus people from different generations. And I know everyone has different histories, whether you're from the north or the south. I mean, like I have very, very different histories with my family as compared to you guys. Right?
Also,
You guys are from the south. I'm
like
from the
you
north.
both emigrated here at a young age, right?
Yeah, we both emigrated
Yeah.
here at a young age. You were
I was born here, yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? So these are all little differences. So I hate generalizing just based on my experience with my family versus like what the general culture experience is.
Yeah.
But I do think there's a bit of like being headstrong and being like really like determined to sort of put your head down and just work through it.
Yeah.
Almost like a stubbornness, almost like a doggedness, like whatever you want to call it, like a determination. You want to characterize it as a good or bad thing. I just think that generally speaking, there's just a lot of determination. I think when you fight like hell like that, like it does get you to places probably more often than as compared to if you don't work as hard. But at the same time, it also leads to a lot of like unaddressed shit because you're always focused on like survival and the next task.
Yeah.
And that's where I think that when you pass it on to the next generation, when that's the approach that your parents have, and they're like, okay, now that you've grown up in Canada, I want you to like work the same way I did. Like my dad, for example, in order to go to university, he had to be like the top person in 80,000 students.
Yeah.
I did not have to be the
like,
top person in 80 students
this
to make
basically
university.
the premise of Squid Game. Yeah,
Yeah,
you have to be the top
Right.
No,
out of 80.
Bro, because he came from a village, like my entire
Yeah.
family on that side, my dad's side, are all like farmers, going
Of
back
course,
multiple
yeah.
generations. And like, honestly, like he might have been like one of the first people to even be literate. You know,
Yeah.
things like that, right?
Yeah.
And so for him to like actually make it out of that struggle, all of a sudden, like he's expecting me to be the same. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I see kids all around me being mediocre all the time, and I'm like, okay, so like I'm not gonna be 1 in 80,000. It's just never gonna be like that.
Yeah.
Right. So I think in that sense, that's where the therapy comes in to sort of understand sort of that dissonance, because you always want to feel close to your family,
Yeah.
but at the same time, their experiences are not always going to be transposed to yours, and that's going to lead to these like issues.
Yeah, and sometimes I think you almost just have to get out of that system, and it's like it's as simple as just talking to somebody that's like not in that like family structure,
Right.
because you grow up getting taught so much stuff by your parents, and sure, like they mean well with all of this stuff, but it's like you form all these beliefs that you think about life, about work, about relationships, and like all of this stuff, and it's like you actually have to go to a stranger, i.e. a therapist,
Yeah.
to actually break some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Because you don't realize that there's other ways to look at things until they're actually presented to you.
I mean, it's also like a set of tools to try to process your emotions.
Exactly,
Right?
yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I think this is not just useful for Chinese people, but obviously the three of us being Chinese, like
Yeah.
this,
For
like,
me,
we're
the
speaking to our personal experience.
observation is just more.
Yeah.
I think
It's
it's
an
really
untapped market, actually.
I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool that this is just like a thing now
I
for
agree.
like Chinese people like of our age, like of these generations now.
we need like a Chinese Sopranos
Yeah.
show to like really bring it forward.
I'm sure they
Where's
already.
Chinese
I'm
Tony
sure they already
Melfi?
ripped one off.
Where's Dr. Melfi at? You know,
Not Tony Soprano going to a building in Mongkok to do therapy instead of the meat shop.
the triad, a triad member goes to therapy.
Oh my god!
Next on CCTV.
All right, Will, next in.
Next in establishing personal boundaries with people.
Yeah.
I think so. It's fairly simple, but I've noticed for myself, I don't do it as often. But just stating like what your needs are and what you have to give with people and sort of moment to moment, not in a rude way. Like you mentioned, tact is in as well. And you can't just be like, what I need right now is for you to shut the fuck up and like never
Totally.
talk for the next 20 minutes so that I can like, you know, regulate like that. That's like too aggressive, obviously, right? But at least stating what your personal boundaries are, or like, you know, even things like, you know what, there's like 3 things on the social calendar, but my social battery's real low. I'm just be like, no, I can't come out. I'm sorry. Like, you know, and it doesn't even have to be, I'm sorry. I'm just like, I just don't
You
have it in
actually
me.
did it really well, because we had not seen each other since Christmas Day, and then we had like been pretty quiet in our group chat, and then you kind of came back on because we had a game to cover and we had Ennis's thing, and you're just
Yeah.
like, yeah, I just needed a few days off.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I really appreciate.
I literally just took 2 days to just sort of like focus on like, you know, different people and stuff. But just expressing personal boundaries, I think, is like really important, because I think what really leads to clashes with people, especially in your own life, is just like you're trying too hard to people please. That's my out
Yeah.
and for inverse for this one.
It's just it's communication.
Communication.
Communication is
yeah.
like, I know a lot of things you can just boil down. It's like a communicating thing, right? So like boundaries, I think, is a very like important thing,
I love this.
and that takes time too. I have a similar one in my that's this like boundaries is muting all group chats.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, that's different though.
It's a little different, but I get what
bro.
you mean by that.
That's
But
different.
one of the things that was really just driving me to be like really anxious and stuff is like constantly seeing messages. Like seeing messages, seeing emails,
Right.
having notifications for
Yeah.
stuff. So I've completely muted every single conversation. Like even one-on-one conversations.
Yo, muting a one-on-one combo, it's crazy.
No, but it's like I know when I need to reach people. I know when we're in
Yeah.
conversation,
Yeah.
I'm going to be checking that. But I need to
Yeah.
feel like I'm in control of those things. Like I don't
Yeah.
like being away from my phone for like 3 hours and coming back and seeing like, I don't know, like, oh, here's 8 different message threads or something.
I like this.
I like to actually tap in when I'm ready. It's the same thing as small things as like even checking my emails. Like I now check my emails maybe like twice a day versus back in the day I would be like refreshing my emails all the time, especially when I was like freelancing more of like always wanting to make sure I'm not missing out on anything.
I like it. Yeah.
So yeah. So,
Yeah, like
sorry,
in your way,
sometimes I'm
in-
slow to reply in Slack. And
Bro,
stuff,
you don't
know?
have to
Yeah,
apologize.
yeah.
Here's
But that's the thing. It's respect the boundaries too.
Yeah.
You know what was really cool? Because recently, I was going to our friend's Christmas party, Elaine. Elaine invited us to her house, and I was in a rush leaving because I was like trying to get there on time. And I realized by the time I got to the subway station that I didn't have my phone with me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, so I don't know, because I've only been to Elaine's house one time. I don't necessarily know where she lives, what definitely not what number in the building she is or the buzz code. And also I need to contact people just to let them know like, hey, I don't have my phone.
Right.
So like living in a purely analog way for
Yeah.
like about an hour, 2-3 hours that night because I just forgot my phone at home. Number one, payphones. I didn't know this. Payphones are now $3.95.
That's crazy.
Well, I didn't know
per
payphones.
minute, bro.
I didn't know they were still
I didn't know they
$3.95
were
per
still
minute.
around.
Yeah.
Well, I had to be in Union, so like at least
Yeah.
like in Union there was like 2 payphones. It's $3.95 per minute to use the payphone. I did have my wallet at least, so that's fine. But like I ultimately didn't do that. I ultimately just borrowed someone's phone to call. Like my partner was like, hey, my phone's I don't have my phone, whatever, right? But what I remembered in that period was I got there and I was telling you guys the story, and you guys are like, like just a little bit older than me, right? So you guys came from a different era, and I was asking you guys about pagers.
Right. Yeah, pagers used
The
to
concept
be a thing,
of pagers.
Yeah, you used to just tap in codes to like communicate with people.
So if I remember correctly, like if you wanted to call someone, this is before people had cell phones.
Yeah.
Or certainly weren't nearly as attached and certainly as powerful.
Yeah.
You would just hit them on their pager and be like, 311
Yeah.
call me or whatever.
Yeah,
And
like-
then you would make your way
Yeah.
to a phone, a landline or like a payphone or like a cell phone, I guess if someone has one, to call them back. But what that's doing is creating that idea of permission. You are inviting someone to contact you, and that person has to meet you at a moment where they're available. We're not just constantly available.
This is the thing. Like everyone is just accessible now, right? Like you can just reach anyone when you want.
Yeah.
And like I think that's obviously good to that. Like there's good parts to that.
Yeah.
Like I know knowing even when my parents are traveling. Shouts to my mom. She's in Oklahoma right now.
Oklahoma.
She's saying hi to Andrew Schlecht.
She's really making her way through the Southwest Division.
Yo, she's gonna be on the next OKC post-game press
Yo,
conference.
that's crazy.
Your mom's gonna be like,
Yo, that's crazy, man.
Shay's a dog.
No, but it's like I can connect with her and talk to her right away. Whereas like back in the day, if somebody was traveling, you probably have to coordinate and wait to just like make a phone call at some point or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
So it's like I like that. But on the flip side, it's like people having access to you all the time.
I'm not available
is
most
not
of
a
the
good
time.
thing.
I got things to do.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, like the other thing too that is more of a passive thing that I know some of my women friends do in group chats is they just share location all the time.
Right.
So it's not necessarily a thing of like having direct access to them or using that or contacting directly, but it almost like helps more because if they're in D&D, at least you know for safety reasons, like they're over at the spot. If they're on their way to you, they don't have to update how far they are because you know how far they are and things like that. So, and what they'll do, which I think is really nice, is they just check in on each other just by looking up like, okay, I know my friend's in a safe spot. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. What else we got?
It's me now, in?
Yep.
Okay. This one I probably have to explain, but being romantic with the homies.
Being romantic with the homies.
Yeah. I think this year I've like really grown to appreciate platonic relationships.
Yeah.
To the level that I think like they're at least on par with romantic ones too. And it's just a thing of like I don't know why you have to save certain things simply for romantic situations. Like when I think about some of like the best times I've had this year, you know, like it doesn't have to have like any physical or intimate element that way, but like coffees in the morning with you. It's like a great time.
Yeah, thanks,
shopping
buddy.
with you. Fantastic time.
Not shopping with Alex.
Shopping with Alex is like one of the best times that I have. It's just like a good thing. Like any way that you can just
Not
relate
for
to
me.
people.
Yo, bromances, man.
But, like, you don't
Being
even
bros
need
is
to
bad,
like
bro.
Yeah, it doesn't even
qualify
have to
it
be
that
bros.
way.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
just literally
Yeah.
like you're just romantic. Like you don't need to add any other layer to it except that like, you know, it's nice to show love and care for all your friends,
Yeah,
regardless
man.
of it. And
I find
it's
one
really
of the
nice.
things, one of the things I do now. Every time I see my bros, it's just like I'm just like, yo, I always tell them that I love them, and I mean it. And I feel like it's one of those things. It's just like a very like whatever natural thing to say, but it's a lot different than just like I don't know how
that used to be a big thing.
Yeah, how maybe you used to approach it. You know,
it used to be a milestone, or like it still is for a lot of people. Like, did you use the L word? But I use it so often.
Yeah,
that like,
but it's
yeah.
I think with the age too, like you just honestly do appreciate just like people in your life more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a
because you get to an age where it's like people really do like come in and out of your life, and it's not for whatever like good or bad reason. And you start to see that, and it's like you really appreciate people that like are able to. You're still seeing like maybe you don't see them as often now.
Yeah.
Or like people that come into your life and can make a huge difference.
I'm adding this comment to the stream here, which is like exactly like out saying pause, no homo, whatever, like very much related in that. Like you don't need to qualify things.
Yeah.
You can say something and it doesn't have to have any implication whatsoever. And even if it does have that implication, like by adding all those pieces there, it says like that's the wrong way to go about it, which is like you shouldn't do that at all.
I just don't think that you should create distance artificially, because I think that there's like things that you do in your relationship you're probably either doing for the soul or for the ego. And I think that balancing and keeping both happy is probably how you fill your cup the most in the best way. But I think like when you are trying to service the ego almost exclusively over the soul, you're going to run into a lot of issues. You know what I mean? Like when you're trying to be cool versus when you're trying to be like satisfied.
Yeah.
And I think that like
some of us don't have to try.
That's great. I'm actually so happy for you.
No,
dog.
I'm trying. I'm actually trying really hard.
Nah, but like I just don't think like the ego is worth servicing. When given a choice, I think you should try to service like what's good for the soul. Like what you feel is like a closeness with the person.
I think
tell that to the person and not have any expectation for that thing to be received or reciprocated or rewarded. Just show love for the sake of showing love. Like that's always good for the soul. And of course you love your friends, bro. That's why you spend time with them.
And I think it gets unspoken sometimes too, is like, you know, like even like us, like being able to, you know, the three of us just like hang out, connect. It's because we're on the same wavelength about stuff, and it's like so important. Like it's made me realize as I'm older, it's like it's so important to just have people that are on the same wavelength as you.
It's not even like same interests. It's just like the same vibe.
You think about just like friendships you've had in the past. Like there's been friendships, I'm sure for you guys, that just have been like exhausting. Like to me, it's like I would need to boil it down to the fact that like friendships should not be exhausting. And it should be a two-way street of like two people kind of reciprocating, obviously caring about each other, being able to have these conversations and stuff like that. And it's like,
I mean, I learned what Alex is saying from therapy. And
yeah,
just like
but
when
it's
you
like,
experience a safe space, you really look for it.
For me, it's just like taking the time over the years to realize like the different friendships that you're in. And you just get to a certain age where you realize like what friendship is really about for you. And I'm sure that'll change. Like, I don't know, like, you know, when you get older and things like that. So, yeah.
Normalize like pausing relationships too. Like I think that just like seeing old friends again. Like I went back in November. I went back to McMaster University where there was a reunion event for the 95th anniversary of the student newspaper, The Silhouette. And being in that room and seeing, first off, a lot of people that I worked with in 2014 and 2015, and I haven't talked to them for like 10 years. Like, it was just so nice seeing them again. So nice to sort of be close with them again. It wasn't like an awkward distance of like, where you been at? You know, like apologizing for losing touch. It was just like straight away, like back to the closeness that we all felt 10 years ago. And that was really, really sweet. And of course, trying to catch up with them outside of that factor. But I think what was great about being in that room was seeing like multiple generations, because it was like people from the 60s, like there were classes from the 60s where like those people were like hanging out again, and like being in the same room as like 80-year-olds, 60-year-olds, 40-year-olds, having multi-generational friendships is very rare. I feel like you're mostly interacting with people like in your own age group, maybe within plus or minus 5 years, 10 years. Yeah. And getting that chance to like be on the same level, be in the same space as other people who are like a little bit older than you is also great too. So I don't know, man. I've seen a lot of beauty in the world. Shout out to McMaster, bro. Yeah, I mean, 95 years for the student newspaper. That's huge.
Yeah,
man.
I wasn't familiar with McMaster's game, man,
bro.
when you told me about the 95 years, man.
Yeah, what's in is McMaster.
Almost as old as Jimmy Carter, man. Rest in peace, man.
Oh, bro.
All right, what's in, Alex?
In sweet and sour pork.
What?
So I think in general, like when you're going to,
I've been looking for your sweet and sour ass. Yo, Jerome, take off your hat so I can do that. I can do that. Yeah, I've been looking for your sweet and sour ass.
oh my god, please, I hope people get the reference. Goddamn,
It's a Rush Hour reference.
So yeah, no, sweet and sour pork. You know, generally a hated item. I feel like, especially from the Chinese.
Is it overhated?
Well, but it's like people make that like, oh, that's the item white people will order if they go to a Chinese restaurant or whatever.
I saw a cash order yesterday.
No, so but all I'm saying is, sweet and sour pork is good and it's back and we should embrace it. Yeah, there should be
But
no
just
shame.
like a general thing, yeah.
There should be no shame in going to a restaurant and ordering sweet and sour pork.
Sometimes
with a
I'm
bunch of
into like
Chinese
a
homies, you know?
TNT takeout or
Yeah.
a Shanghai 360 situation.
Yeah,
like, why
you
not?
don't always have to be like, yo, I need to order like respectful dishes.
Right.
Like the ones
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
gonna get
Authentic.
respect. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
authentic, you know?
Yeah, tripe.
Like I just want sometimes to go, and given all the things we ate in China this year, I just want to sometimes sit down and
that's
eat.
what we can't say. That's out. That's out.
That's I just want to sit down sometimes and have, you know, a plate of sweet and sour pork and some rice.
So when you're ordering like takeout, let's say you're ordering something from Hongqing, which you do quite
Yeah,
often, right?
yeah.
Shouts to Hongqing, shouts to homies. Thanks for
Yeah.
the Christmas party and everything.
What?
What do you order for Hongqing?
Get the eggplant.
Are you an eggplant lover like that?
Yeah. Get
Let's
the eggplant.
go.
Eggplant emoji.
Yo, eggplant with the
I get the eggplant emoji, and then it's just some rice. Sometimes I get.
Oh.
Yeah, I usually just pretty simple. Maybe
Okay.
the crispy beef. Yeah.
Here's the thing that's
Yeah.
out for me. Ordering rice
Yeah.
on like as on delivery. You can make rice at home, bro.
No, yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, yeah, I
my
can't.
rice cooker be
if it's
staring at me like the Green Goblin.
Oh man.
It's like, yo, I can make kanji too, man.
Oh my
Please
God.
use me.
Oh my god. No, totally. But I think this is just more a general statement of like,
I agree.
I feel like we put certain stigmas on like certain items.
Yeah.
And I think as Chinese people specifically,
Mhm.
we can be super picky and like to the point of just like obnoxious about food.
Snobs.
Yeah.
Like I appreciate the 8,000 Chinese food critics that are on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm currently grinding in Toronto.
Yeah, we don't need any more.
No, but it's
we've
like
had enough.
no, but I appreciate because like
Yeah.
they are providing a service of letting you know that
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey, where you should go. What
Bro,
kind
this
of
guy had
food.
egg rolls and chicken balls. That's a crazy combo, bro. You know
No,
why?
but it's like it's almost like everything about food is so elevated now.
Yeah.
Where like you feel like you're made to feel like you're not allowed to just have a regular ass meal.
So one thing that people love so much about Anthony Bourdain
Yeah.
is that this guy, it was just real. It's just about the food. So whether it was about him sitting at a 3-star, Michelin restaurant, overlooking the Mediterranean, and he's in
Yeah.
Marseille, and he's getting like
Yeah.
carts of cheese pulled out towards
yeah.
him, and like the craziest meals of all time,
Mm-hmm.
or if he's at Noma or whatever, like he can have the same enjoyment there as he can have at a food stall sitting on a plastic bench in Vietnam having char kway teow, or like he can be in like Ethiopia and he's having like grilled lamb or something. You know what I mean? Like, just off the side of the street, like that's the true joy of it. And I feel like part of the drawing circles around food and sort of like what's in it and what's out about that is just like it's in a way you're trying to say like I'm not like them.
Yeah.
I'm not like those
don't-
Asians who are like the whiteified Asians, so to speak. You know what I mean? I'm like a real I'm you know what I mean? I'm about it from here. Like you don't need to do that. Like it's just different experiences. And I think that like someone did mention here, like there's actually a really great history behind a simple dish like sweet and sour
There's also
pork.
something else that's mentioned in the chat here.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Almost.
Amal
Oh,
Delish.
shouts to
I
Amal.
appreciate your need for good food on the road. # per diem.
Hey man.
Yo, we need to raise that per diem.
Yo.
That USD Canadian exchange rate is
It doesn't
not
go
looking
far
good.
enough.
Yo, come on,
It's
man.
not looking good, man.
Come on, bro.
I gotta clip coupons to go to Chick-fil-A or whatever. Anyways, someone said, can we get some beef and broccoli up in here? Yeah, no, I just think
Bro, there's not even any Chinese dish that like you can't get really.
It's about your
Yeah.
relationship with food anyway. It's not necessarily about like the quality.
Yeah,
or
I
what
just
its,
want
like,
people to break
standards,
away a
all
little
that.
bit from like feeling like everything has to be like some kind of elevated experience or like something they need to show off. Like,
I
and
like
just
that.
enjoy your food, man.
All right.
My favorite meals are when I go home to my dad's. Yeah.
Yeah?
My parents, I mean, yeah. Still together. Whoops.
Whoa.
To my dad. And he just cooks us a nice meal, you know?
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Us.
more ins?
More ins.
More ins.
60-second shorts on cooking videos.
Okay.
60-second short cooking videos.
Okay.
So I'm not on TikTok, but I'm on YouTube a lot, and I watch some YouTube shorts, and I really like 60-second cooking tutorials on YouTube. Because the thing is, I don't actually want to watch 5-10 minutes of a cooking video. Like, I think I roughly, especially if I'm cooking like anything Asian cuisine, like I think I have like the basics down to a certain point where I mostly need to know what it looks like step by step by step, what the ingredients are, and then just be able to like cook from there.
Yeah, so
like,
you want that
no pun
condensed
intended.
version to just tell you exactly what you need.
Yeah, and I don't
get
need to
to it.
see you in the video. Like, I mean, maybe if you need to be whatever, but I just need to see like a single shot over top of the stove top.
So just get to the point.
Show
me what I
60
need.
seconds and make it look really delicious, and then I'll want to make it. So like recently, I watched like a 60-second short on just like Japanese egg sandwiches.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And I was like, because it was
Shout
like,
out Imanishi.
exactly. Because like it's one of those things where it's like, oh, it's 2 a.m. I'm on my phone. I should be going to sleep, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll watch one more video that's 60 seconds on Japanese eggs. And then the morning after, I'm like, it's time for me to boil 3 eggs, separate the egg whites from the egg yolk, put a little vinegar and salt into the bath of the thing so it's easier for the egg shells to crack.
Yeah.
And then like push the yolk through a sieve. And then put some QP mayo, salt and pepper, and then that's it. Then you have your egg salad.
And was it
mix.
nice? Like it was
actually really
like
nice.
a thing?
Yeah, and the inverse of that, in terms of out, is just food tourisms. Like food tourist blogs.
Okay.
I don't know how to tell you this. Y'all are not Anthony Bourdain. I don't want to see this, man. Guys move spot to spot. Like that's not hitting for me anymore.
Yeah.
Especially white guy in Asia. White guy in Asia, food tourism.
I mean,
kill that shit. Dead it.
That's
I
always
hate it.
been out. That's always
No, but I
been
hate it, man.
No.
And then it's always like a surprise. I speak like 10 words of Mandarin. I'm like, bro, I don't care,
It's like, surprise,
man.
you will not believe the chopsticks they use.
Is
at
it a
this dumpling
surprise that I
restaurant.
speak English? Like,
Yeah.
don't be that impressed, man. Please. Anyway, so
Yeah,
that's all.
I do like those IG accounts too, where they just ask local chefs for their like favorites and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah,
very
yeah.
just like chill content.
But don't you feel like those chefs are like worried about saying the wrong thing?
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
think it gets to a
They're
point
always
now.
like, "What's your favorite Chinese spot?"
It's like-
Sunny's. I'm like, okay, all right.
It's like it's
Say Xing for me, bro. I know you want to say
it's
Xing.
like it's all politics and stuff.
Say
right?
House of Gourmet for me. That's
Yeah.
where I see you guys
No,
at.
it's all politics. No, I like that one. I like
Question
that
from
one.
Coco for Will: is watching short cooking videos like listening to a podcast at 2 times speed?
I don't know how people doing that, man.
Yo, listen, man. When you're listening to good podcasts, 1.5. When you're listening to bad podcasts for research, 2.
Like what? Which one?
This is a free game for everybody. Free advice
Yeah.
if you want to be a podcaster like us. You got to study the game. You got to listen to good and bad podcasts so you know what to and not to bring to the table.
Got you.
Yeah. So
Yo, In is hating on rival podcasts.
there's actually
Oh,
no hate.
gosh.
I don't even think about you at all. Are we
Right,
still
Don
doing
Draper.
ins, right? We're doing ins.
Yo, Bill Simmons food tour. I would actually love that. Yo, Bill, please
Take
do
you back.
it.
Oh no.
Don't tease me with a great idea.
Bill's like, all right, we're just here with House at Jitlada.
We're here.
House, what's
We're actually here with Danny Chow.
Danny
Definitely
Chow?
gonna be Danny Chow.
Chow is in chowing down food.
Okay, let's see any more honorable mentions in
Any more
that
ins?
we wanna
Here,
that we wanna
I
shout
mean,
out.
we'll just so we'll do our final ins.
What else
I'll
you
do
got?
one final and one Alex final.
Let's do it.
I'll combine these two together because they're basically the same thing. Not knowing what things are or making mistakes. Just
Nice. Just trying.
Try stuff out here. I think
Support this heavy.
I think like also kind of a product of social media and especially working in a sports space is just like nobody wants to get caught slipping.
Yeah.
And like how bad is it really? Like obviously you don't want to do things that are harmful.
But it
out
gets
there.
them all
like,
cleaned
that's
up.
bad. But like I actually really love not knowing everything about basketball. I love not knowing everything about the Raptors. Like I think part of what actually makes the experience good and like what we should always do, especially like in our positions, is we should not know everything because then what's the point of continuing to cover it or what's the point of continuing to go through it if you're not constantly learning about it and adapting and being fluid with it. But like all of that to say is we should just be open to messing up and we shouldn't treat it like a fire if it is.
Yeah,
if
it's not that
happens.
serious.
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
It's
I
not
like
that
it.
deep. Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I think trying in general is cool.
Trying's dope.
Yeah, of course,
I think
man.
what's the least cool thing you could possibly do is not try and pretend like you're not trying.
You know, try
that's
live.
That's the
and go-
lamest shit to me ever.
Not have your mic on for the first like 2 minutes.
Yo,
Like you love it.
Yikes.
Yo, bro, we're playing for Inter Milan right now. We mic on.
What? I can't believe I wasted an
Yo,
in on.
someone knows that. So please tell me there's
Yo,
one
we got
soccer
99,
knower.
man. What up? What up to the 99 people?
What do I got? What's in right now? Magazines.
Okay. Yeah.
Magazines are hot
Wait,
right now.
Alex, do you have any other ones?
Well, I'm pissed I wasted one on the Orlando Magic.
You got more. Come on, bro. Just give us your
No,
intro.
you got
Give us your
magazines. You got magazines along the same lines. I put CDs and DVDs in here.
Nice.
Physical media.
Physical
Media
I
is
put
really cool.
physical media.
Yeah.
Because it's not so fungible, right? Like you have
Yeah.
to physically swap out.
This guy went to Issues once, and now he's into magazines.
Yes. Also in Issues. Okay, 2
Yeah.
locations. One in the East End, one in the West
Yo, I
End.
had to drop that quarterly subscription. I had to move some money around, but
Okay.
I'll back to support soon.
Okay. But I think, yeah, you're right. Physical media is really, really just being able to sort of like hold your attention a little bit more. Because the thing is, like, you might be
Yes.
consuming something, but there's like passive consuming
Yeah.
where you're like specifically putting something on for like
Yeah.
multitasking
Yeah.
versus your dedicated consuming.
Yes.
And I feel like with physical media, it's able to hold you more
Yeah.
than if you're just like streaming or hitting another song on Spotify or something.
I think one of the things is like, yeah, I've been buying a lot of old magazines that I used to own on eBay, like hip hop magazines. I've been buying a lot of just specific movies, like on DVD or Blu-ray.
Okay.
That like some I can't find on streaming, some I just like want to own
Sure.
because like you can buy them for like $10 now.
Right.
It's
Like
super
not,
cheap,
You're
yeah.
not
Like good
making like a
keepsakes.
huge investment, and like
Yeah.
CDs for me specifically because of my car. Like I have all the
Oh,
Oasis
yeah.
CDs now where I can play.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Or like I'm thinking of Michelle Branch
You
because
got
I'm
Heathen
like
Chemistry in there?
so I bought Michelle Branch's CD and I have it
Sick.
in my car and stuff.
Yeah.
Jerome gave me a Discman.
Does it work? Did we
which
figure it out yet?
which I haven't bought the battery for. But
Yeah,
in the new year, I want to roll around outside with a Discman and just have a sleeve of CDs that I'm like rotating into.
Right.
I think it's just like Spotify is good, streaming services are good, all of this stuff. But then you still want to feel like you're just curating back your own experience.
I think
Yeah.
it's just
Are you
That's
gonna
like
burn
your
your
own.
own CDs?
Yeah, fuck.
Yo, that's-
I need like a PC again or whatever.
I think being intentional with what you consume
Yeah.
is the larger
sure.
theme here because I
Yeah.
feel like
Personal
I'm
taste, too.
always passively consuming. I'm always
Yes.
like, let's throw. Okay, this YouTube video ended. I'm gonna throw
Yeah,
the next
yeah.
one, and like this song ended. I'm gonna throw the next one. I'm gonna let the algorithm decide. Like when you let the algorithm decide what you're consuming, you're just like passively receiving shit, bro.
Yeah.
Someone says this guy Alex is old,
Yo,
bro.
I'm old, bro.
Yeah?
I'm an old head. I'm a 40.
We're the same age.
I'm a 40-year-old podcaster, bro. Don't listen to anything that come out of my mouth. Actually, no. If you're younger than me, in 15 years,
yeah.
you're gonna be like, "Yo, damn! Remember that live stream I watched?
Yeah.
The December Banter Pod, 2024. Those three were spitting.
Yo, live banter pods are in, bro.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
boy.
I love this, man.
Okay, so that's ins. Do we have any other ins?
Oh, I'll give one honorable mention.
that we want to do.
Hakeem Olajuwon's schooling players.
Yo.
Oh, okay. This is like some
Like so,
Real
this,
hoops.
this is a
Real
double
hoops.
thing.
Yeah.
So, we've mentioned it on other pods before, but we really get like sicko and into just sending each other random YouTube deep dive clips, and one of them that was recently, which is Hakeem Olajuwon. Like we had it happen a couple of times in LA. We watched him cook David Robinson, I think.
Yep.
And then we had him cook Shaquille O'Neal in their final together. I think there was that.
Oh yeah.
But it's like schooling two ways when it comes to Hakeem. It's like watch him actually cook on the floor.
Right.
But then it's really fun to watch him train other players.
He's like Dwight Howard. This is what a drop step looks like. He's like, you got a jump hook, and then no, I mean, our group chat with the three of us goes like this. Me and Jerome talk about like roughly 90s, early 2000s basketball plays.
Yep.
Like I'll just send you a clip of like what did I send you recently, man? Like there's been a lot of Hakeem recently.
Sure.
Right? But like this is like Ben Wallace's first time guarding Shaq. And Ben
Yep.
Wallace is with the Wizards at this point. He doesn't even have the throw up or nothing, right? Like, you know, we're just watching this or like old Inside the NBA videos. And then like you guys will talk about shopping at like Stussy or whatever.
Yeah. By the
I'm
way,
tired of my shopping being reduced to this.
I've been I've
You
mentioned
gotta
it to you guys
respect the
before.
thousands of dollars I've wasted in my 30s.
I do feel sometimes I'm like the child of divorced parents, where at like any given point I am like either spending the weekend in sicko basketball world with Will or the weekend shopping with Alice.
Yeah, and then me and Alex we slander other. Can't say it. It's all good.
Man.
Yo, but hitting them with lateral movement, exactly, man. Someone, Needless Moose, in the live stream said hitting them with lateral movement. That's actually one of the. Kevin Garnett's amazing at the storytelling and stuff.
Yeah.
He was telling the story about how he was like, I think it was like Hakeem or some shit, and he's just like, I'm hitting with a lateral movement. That's hilarious, bro.
It's
Lateral
so good.
movement is actually super in right now. I feel like we always look at vertical hops or whatever. What about your lateral movement, bro?
No, but Hakeem underrated cat, man. Like I know we had a great interview.
Who else should I be studying? Because you be studying the Brooklyn Nets. Who should I study from the old days?
Ooh.
Give me like a 80s, 90s player that like you guys really, because I also recently watched.
But I feel
a lot
like
of,
you
80s,
know.
I don't know.
I feel like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know most of them though. Like
No, but I
you've
know
seen
of-
Bird, you've seen like Barkley, you've seen Reggie Miller. Like
How deep do you know Reggie? Then going into Reggie might be interesting.
okay. You've seen
All right.
Reggie, but like if you really want to study him, you can watch full games.
Here's my example is so recently because I've obviously known about Rod Strickland.
That's
as a
right. You were
player.
talking about this.
Obviously, I've known him as like Kyrie's godfather. I knew him as
Yeah.
like a really good point guard back in the day. But when
Yeah.
I actually went back and watched Rod Strickland,
Yeah.
and I realized how well he played stuff off the glass that he could finish with left and the right
Yeah,
hand.
yeah, he was a
that was like
problem.
really, really fun to like actually. so
Honestly,
like, give me like a
man,
Rod Strickland level
No,
of
honestly,
like
I'd
real
rather
hoop
you, like
know.
I don't know how hard you watch the Bulls, but like it'd be sick for you to just like watch Pippen.
Pippen.
And be like, because people
Okay.
be watching for Jordan, but it's like,
Yeah.
the way you watch hoop, it's like, yo, watch Pippen. I want to know
Okay.
if Pippen deserves like all this hype and all the talk that he's had, right?
Okay.
Because the conversation back then was always like, yeah, he's a great running mate,
Yeah.
but he also had MJ, so it's like a back and forth type.
Okay,
thing,
okay.
We got a Penny Hardaway.
Yeah, Penny too, but, like,
Bro,
Penny
that's,
gets
another,
injured.
that's another player, but I didn't watch enough Penny.
Penny pre-injury on Orlando.
Oh, Prime Grant
was
Hill?
well, Prime Grant Hill, man.
Yo, that Penny half spin into a double, like a step back jumper.
Yeah.
That's one of
But-
the sickest moves I've ever seen, and
Right.
that was done like 30 years ago now.
Grant Hill is a great call too, man. When
Yeah.
Grant Hill
Hill?
first came into the league, like this guy was like a walking triple double. Like
Grant Hills
he
was
was
a
crazy.
problem.
He was the actual like heir apparent.
He was
for
supposed
Jordan.
to be the next
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Because like at the
Yeah.
time they kept on
Yeah.
looking for who was next Jordan,
Yeah.
who was next Jordan.
Yo, we'll put 30 90s players into a wheel. We'll spin them next week.
Let's go.
Get ready to watch Detlef Schrempf for
Oh,
2
no.
weeks.
I didn't see that
Yo,
one.
you mean a shrimp fried this rice?
Yo,
Gary Payton would be a good pick.
Gary
Yeah,
Payton,
yeah, yeah,
GP,
yeah.
That'd be
yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
but I feel like even though you didn't watch ball live during that era, you know a lot of these guys.
No, but it's like, I know a lot about them,
Yeah.
but I haven't seen enough footage of them.
Yeah, no,
so,
I get it.
How
you know
about
what I mean?
Glenn Rice?
yeah,
That's
no,
another
how about
guy,
we just
yeah.
stick them with fucking
Yeah.
Karl Malone and John
You
Stockton.
telling me a Detlef
no.
Shrimp fried this Glenn
Yo,
Rice?
track Malone and Stockton pick and rolls, man.
Mike Bibby pre-steroids? I've seen enough Mike Bibby, man. I've seen some Mike Bibby,
was
bro.
a problem too.
Mike
man.
Bibby was
Oh
a
yeah,
problem. I
Sean
like that.
Marion used to be a problem segment. Yeah.
I've seen Sean Marion, bro.
But
Come
we've
on.
seen Sean.
This-
Yeah,
this-
Marion
7
used
Seconds
to
or
be a
Less Suns
problem.
was like one of my favorite teams ever to watch.
Yo, shouts
That's
to
a Sean
the
Marion.
shouts to the 99 in the chat, man. Yeah.
Yo, let's
Someone
go.
bring a hundo
Let's
in
get a
here, man.
hundo in
Okay,
there.
hey,
Let's also hit like and subscribe on the
Like
stream.
and subscribe.
you know?
All right, outlets.
Outlist. Okay,
What we
let's
got?
actually like set a max on this one for
Okay.
the sake of time.
Word.
3
Let's go
outs?
around and see.
All right.
Jerome, we're not leaving your house.
Let's go
man.
around and see.
We're not leaving your house.
I don't have to see Nosferatu till 7:30.
Oh, good to know.
You're in that TIFF film club, bro?
No,
Okay.
should I be?
It's only
all
$60.
right, outlets. Who wants to go first?
Will, kick us off again.
Out. Going to Japan.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, wait,
Sorry.
why?
No, no,
Why?
no.
Wait, you've been to Japan?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
People,
interesting.
everybody's
Okay.
going to Japan right now.
This is my thing.
Yeah.
Not out going to Japan in general, because
Yeah.
Japan is objectively like a really fun place to visit.
Yeah.
A lot of cool things to see. You know, it's a very beautifully organized, you
Yeah.
know, culture, society, so whatever, right? But
As a
out
personality?
as like telling a story of like you've gone to Japan, bro.
Okay.
Everybody in my life that I know
Yeah.
is going to Japan.
Yeah, because the yen's falling apart and it's
I don't
so
want-
cheap right now.
I'm just saying, like, yo, it's not special anymore. Like, tell me, okay, if you're gonna go, like, go somewhere really cool.
See,
go,
that's what I say.
Go to like the Ryukyu Islands or something.
Yes,
you know what
I
mean?
would
Like,
say adjust your out to going to Tokyo.
Yeah, that
And
Tokyo, Kyoto
yeah.
two-step. My goodness,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
This ain't Texas two-step
Yeah,
right now.
I mean, I personally love Japan.
I know. You've
I
gone a
love
million
Tokyo.
times.
I've gone there many times. I'm probably gonna go back
Yeah.
like in like 2 years. But I'm with you. I think there's this trend now of everyone just going there.
Bro,
I'm not
everyone's
sure.
doing the South Korea, Japan trip,
Yeah.
and that's it. I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, I know it's hard to get the visa to go to China, but have you seen Chongqing? Like
Yeah,
CHONG, QING.
So
Like
you're
just look up the
stepping up-
city. It's insane.
You're stepping up for the Chinese tourism. Here.
No,
Like,
I'm
you're-
stepping up for any other Asian tourism,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
yeah.
It's
Okay,
like, you know
interesting.
what? You going to like Korea
Yeah.
and Japan is like you going to England and France. Cool,
Yeah.
bro. Go to
No,
Italy.
No, come on, man. Come on.
Go to
man.
Netherlands. Go to
leave
Germany.
Tokyo alone.
Go to Spain.
I'm
go
with
to
you. I'm with you.
Portugal.
I'm with you on the concept too.
Bro.
I think if people
Alright.
have the money and the time to travel to Japan as well,
Yeah.
like you don't have to do like just like the traditional trips. Like you can go out to like far out
Here's a
islands
picture
and
of me
stuff.
with 20,000 Chinese or Asian people walking across the street. Like it's just too much, bro. Like I've seen it. Oh, I'm late night. I'm doing some
But
weird sex
wait.
stuff. Like you know, like I've seen it, bro. I've seen it.
Does it bother you more that you have to see it or that they're doing it?
No, I'm saying that everyone's doing the same thing. Asia's too cool for everyone to do the same thing, man.
But it is one of those things that I think reasonably, like, to just do everything else and not that seems kind of counterintuitive as well, no?
I don't know, man. I just feel like we're in such an age of individuality, and we should
Well,
act
Like,
Tokyo,
don't feel
Tokyo is the
obligated to
super.
it. Yeah.
Tokyo is the super hot one right
Here's
now.
me
Like,
with the Shinto
everyone's going.
frames behind me. I have
Everyone's
nothing
going.
against Japan at all, bro.
Sure.
I'm just saying, like
People be
everyone
popping one
everyone doing
episode
the
of
same
Shogun.
trip. Everyone doing the same trip, bro.
No, I get it, man.
Everyone's doing the
no,
same
trust
trip.
me, I get it. Speaking of that, though, hit me up if you want my 4-page Google Doc guide to Tokyo.
Actually, Alex does have really good travel guides in general.
Jerome.
Okay, oats. It's all kind of in the same realm, but putting things on pedestals, having faves, superlatives.
Yeah, superlatives is one that I
Standard.
have on my list as well, inspired by Jerome, I think. Declaring anything the best or like saying anything, this is the greatest trip, this is the greatest, you know.
I think you can say it's your favorite thing. That's fine.
Yeah, but declaring
Yeah.
it the best or greatest only sets you up to like fail. Yeah.
Yeah, there's that element there. I think, yeah, pedestals especially. Alex and I can both relate. I'm looking at my Spotify Wrapped, and I don't listen to anyone I used to listen to anymore.
Yeah.
I think there's just this element of kind of similar to what Will was saying before about like putting pauses on relationships. Like, there's something about the superlatives and all that is so absolute that like you should be able to put pauses on like how much you like a thing. You're allowed to like really be like overjoyed and super into it, but then sometimes something might change. You might change as a person, and you don't have to hold yourself to it. So I think like having those things, like I think it's a permanency that I think is like kind of the issue about that.
No,
for
I like
me.
that.
So for me, it's just like have more fluidity. You can really like a thing, but you also can start not liking it. You can also take a break from it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
like that.
What do you got?
What I got, man? Being a podcaster / talking about podcasting in public. Just this holidays, just like being around different
Yeah.
spaces and having people asking
Hey, what do you
me
do,
like
man?
what I
Have
do.
you have you
Yeah,
figured
yeah.
out what you're gonna answer?
Well, usually I'm just like, I do a podcast.
I say it work
And
in
I don't-
sports.
You
And
little podcaster. You
No,
little-
but I'm just like, oh, it's not. I don't think I really care about it, but
Yeah.
observing it, I'm like, yeah, it's not cool. Like talking about being a podcaster, or being
What
like,
is so uncool
or
about
being
being
like,
a
yo, the
podcaster?
podcast is doing well. I'm like, this sounds like an insane.
Well, there is a
sentence to
stigma
say.
now,
Yeah.
and pretty rightfully so. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, if we just took like a screenshot of this room right now, it's like 3 dudes
Wait,
talking.
are we not cool?
No, we're fine. We're great.
Says Alex
But
is
just-
teaching a podcasting class at U of T. Yes, I am.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Come learn. Come learn.
But that just means it's gonna be an uncool instructor.
I think
Yeah.
I think the class sold out by this point too, man. The streets wanted Alex.
But like, yeah,
Yeah.
just being like, I just find myself catching myself being like, wow, like this is what I'm describing now. You know?
I like
Yeah.
Like I don't like I love doing this. It's great, you know. Let's keep the money flowing in and the vibes flowing in, but in that order. But like it just made me feel weird now being like, yo, we're podcasters.
Did you feel this way
Right.
when you're like when we were on Sportsnet? You're like, we're on TV.
How do you feel about content creator?
Because, bro, we were doing the same thing. This is an ego thing again, bro.
No, but it's like, I think it's more not about me, but it's just more about how people perceive podcasting. Like, podcasting is just not like a...
It's
like
not very high right now.
Yeah, it's not like a cool thing. It feels like an oversaturated place.
What if you say I'm a conversationalist?
Oh God,
yeah,
no.
But then you're starting to get into just
like creating euphemisms for what we do is also probably a problem.
I host a talk show.
Yeah.
We gotta find it. Yeah, you're right.
Storytellers.
I'm an engager.
A storyteller. I'm a digital storyteller.
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
Oh no.
Well, when I put on my Chinese, never mind. I'm not gonna talk about that publicly.
That's different, bro. We all lawyers.
Okay, what's out for you, Alex? Podcast.
That was out.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was out.
Will.
Yeah.
Next thing that's out for me is subscriptions.
Okay. Yeah.
You just once
Like and subscribe, by the way.
No. Like subscriptions, everything like that is great.
Yo, W's in the chat.
Someone said, "What if you say you're the #1 Canadian basketball podcast in Canada?" That's what I'd be saying to people. That's what I'd be saying.
I love to say that, and it is a fact. But it's like I love to say that, obviously, and it's good for business.
Yeah.
But I ain't trying
I
to
think
roll.
it's good for the
I don't
ad
want to
deck.
roll around and be like,
Yo.
"Oh, and by the way, it's the #1 in Canada." Just so you know, it's just not some little tiny like podcast.
I think
No, it's just.
well, I think like what also is tough about any of this stuff is it then kind of puts you in a box.
Yeah.
I think it's a branding issue more than anything else. Okay,
but your out is subscriptions.
Subscriptions.
Yes.
Subscription services that you're paying for.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, and I think it's just good to review them like once every probably 2-3 months, maybe like
Okay.
quarterly type of thing. Because it's just like
Yeah.
you just sometimes you gotta sit back and you're like, wait, hold on, like how am I paying for all of these subscriptions?
They were
Yeah.
more
I mean?
valuable a couple of years ago than they are now.
Are there any specific ones that like you've caught yourself being like, oh yeah, I need to get rid of this?
I think just like anything on a plan, like phone plans. I'm like, you know what? Like once I like fully pay off the phone, I'm just gonna switch plan to plan to plan, keep my number going or whatever. But like, plans are actually like way more competitive now as compared to where they were like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah,
they're still pretty expensive, but still in general, right? Like,
what up,
but like
Bell?
Netflix,
Shout out Bell
bro,
though,
like,
yeah.
What up, Bell?
No, but I switched to Bell because it was really good, and I like that's not even an ad. I genuinely switched.
I would love to hear more.
Bro, I need you to switch to it too because
I heard they got fiber or whatever.
Yeah, you need that
Bell
5.
Yeah, we gotta get you on that 5.
Man. Let's get the vibes
You
up.
clogged up. You
Let's
need
get
that
the
fiber.
vibes up, man.
We gotta get you up from 480p.
480p is insane.
Damn,
we in
man.
2025.
Yo, I show no speed. Is that what they call me in the streets?
I show Ethernet speed.
So subscriptions.
Subscriptions are like
check your
like
subscriptions.
Netflix, like Crave, like Disney Plus, Apple, like bro, these are it's too many, bro. It's actually just too many. It's too many. Honestly, what I like now is if I want to see a movie, I could just like look for that movie and just buy or rent that movie. That's it, digitally. That's it. I think I'm not gonna watch 10 movies on Crave in a month to justify getting Crave.
I feel like I'm the only person I know around who uses like actual like cable, who pays for actual cable.
How much is cable right now?
Cables,
I don't know, 100 something a month or something.
It depends on your package, right?
Yeah.
Like,
but like,
but what do you get for cable?
I don't know, like Crave, like everything, like sports, like all the channels and stuff.
Do you like shuffle the guide and stuff?
Not really. But it's just like, but again, it's like you're paying for the convenience of knowing that you can have it whenever you want, versus using it.
It is a convenience
versus
play.
using it a lot, right?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So, but no, I get it though.
Shouts to cable.
Yeah.
Coco's got cable.
Yeah. Shouts
to IPTV.
Cable gang. Yeah. See, I don't know if I can bring that one up because like
what
my nephew's my like nephew's place is using that. My dad's using that.
Yeah,
that's like the new wave now.
Bro, that's why those like NBA ratings are down. It's like I mean I know people are watching NBA less. People are just watching.
Yeah,
it
there's like other like
yeah.
outlets for it.
Yeah.
Let's move off that. Shout out to Bill.
All right, here's my out. This one actually really upset Alex when he saw it. Because I didn't qualify it with anything. And it does fit in the range of subscriptions, cable, everything. What's out is watching The Sopranos.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to hear this.
Ooh, this anti-Italian discrimination.
You say we could tap people in live? Where's Cash, man?
Well, okay, here.
Explain yourself.
It is not specifically about The Sopranos.
Yeah.
I think it applies within this because Sopranos is a thing that comes up often and I've never seen the show.
Yeah.
And
what do you think Sopranos is about?
Oh,
like
it's about Tony Soprano.
Oh, you
and
never watched it?
I've never watched
Yeah.
it. Period.
We have a listener question kind of about this after.
Yeah.
We need
Yeah,
to
yeah.
do Sopranos rewatch in the summer.
Well, here's the thing about it. So it's more the sense of there are so many things, movies, TV, otherwise,
Yes.
that has existed. And there's always a thing of like, you have not seen this, you have to
Yes.
see this. I don't think you have to see this.
But Sopranos, I legit will say, is the exception.
Yeah, The Sopranos I specifically chose just to trigger you.
But you tell me like, yo, you gotta watch Mad Men.
What about The
No-
Wire?
No
What about The
offense
Wire?
to Will, but like,
yeah, I've never seen The Wire.
I'm like, you don't have to watch Mad Men.
What?
Like, if you
Yeah,
tell me
you don't
gotta-
have to.
You tell me you gotta watch.
If you're not
Breaking
cultured.
Bad. Oh no, this is a
Jerome
great-
never had the makings
This is
of
a
a
great
varsity
Sopranos
athlete.
reference. It's
Hey,
a
I
quote.
went to St. Mike's.
This is a quote. This is a classic from The Sopranos. But it's like Sopranos to me is like the best television show ever.
Right.
And it's like it does deserve that like
But see, so
critique
that's
of like you have to watch the show.
I
No,
think-
you don't have to.
right.
You don't have to.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
but here's the thing.
Yeah.
Saying that is like like Sopranos is like a must-watch show, and it was a precedent, and it built the archetype
Yeah.
for all the shows today. It's like going to an NBA fan nowadays who's like 20, 25 and being like, you gotta go watch Jordan.
Exactly.
No, but it's like
People are gonna go back and watch seasons of
it
Jordan.
hasn't gotten better since The Sopranos. Like that's the best.
I mean,
It's the most rewatchable television show.
so you just watch
I'm saying I'm using superlatives.
Bro, this guy is just sitting around listening to his Walkman. Woke up this morning,
I'm just saying.
got yourself a
I-
gun.
I realized a long time ago. One of the things that was out for me. One of the things that was out for me personally too is like,
Yo.
is like not trying to push my own interests on other people.
Okay.
Like whether
You're
it's
doing
no,
that right
no,
now,
no, no,
dude.
but I'm not.
No, wait,
Not
no, but
once
no,
have I
he's
told
not.
Jerome that he needs to watch it.
He's not doing that. He's sharing something that
All
he really
I'm saying
enjoys.
is from
That's
my
fair.
perspective.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a great television show,
Yeah.
and all time, that feels like it's something that should be watched.
Which I think is completely fair.
Yeah.
And funny thing is, I actually might watch The Sopranos.
Yeah.
But again, it's like the general idea. Because the other thing too that happens is like if you meet just like more and more people, like The Sopranos doesn't run deep in like every like circle, you know.
Yeah.
So I
Yo,
think
they
to that
say-
end,
no,
where
they-
it's like,
Yo,
If-
they saying Pine. What's the fucking episode?
Well, Pine Barrens?
Yeah, Pine
Yeah.
Barrens not ringing out in the streets like that no more. Man. I hate to tell you.
but just to say like that, like it's not the best thing everywhere. So I think there's
Yeah.
just like people should be free to just watch whatever interests
Yes.
them, and don't have to be beholden just because it is rated like super
Yes.
high or it's
That
like
part I agree with
classic
you.
or anything.
Yeah.
like
That part I agree
That's
with
all
you.
I mean by that.
Someone in the chat said,
It was
you
just
know
funny
you're
to upset
getting
you.
older when your takes are all my generation was the best. We live in a good generation right now. Look at the world.
Oh
man.
no!
Look at the world.
Oh,
You're going to
boy.
sit here and tell me we're in a good era right now? And that I don't get to sit here and reminisce about the good old days?
This guy's
Come
an
on
ultimate
now.
'90s head, bro.
Come on now.
Oh, bro.
Come on now. 90s? I
everything
wish you
90s,
guys
bro.
lived in the 90s, man.
I lived in the
You'll
'90s.
never
We're
get
the
those
same age.
You'll never get those feelings back.
I was in the '90s like that.
You'll never get those feelings back.
But
Damn,
yeah,
man.
so I
Okay.
chose specifically that show name just to
Nice.
upset Alex.
I like
but
it.
yes,
Got a
Yo,
good
it worked,
response.
man.
it worked.
All right, what else
Alex,
is out?
what's your out?
Ah, what is out? Out is making going to lunch or watching a movie solo your personality.
Oh yeah, we talked about this in detail. You are very against like making anything your personality like a thing. Like you
Yeah.
can do it.
So are you
but,
just
like,
out on crafting a personality?
No. I just think people have taken this whole like I love doing things on my own as like a personality trait versus just like doing it.
How is being an introvert a person, not a personality?
No, but people
though?
love to just like express the fact that like, yo, I love going to movies on my own. I love doing this stuff. Like, just do
okay.
it. Just enjoy it.
Just do it.
These are my top two hobbies. Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
and like,
yeah.
this is just what I do. But you never hear me come on here and be like, yo, went for another solo meal yesterday. Might die alone. Thoughts?
Yeah, well, that tweet,
No,
will,
but-
that tweet will bang though.
But
If you-
Jerome,
if you
Jerome
just-
makes a good point. I'm very against just like I feel like people got to make everything like a personality trait,
that was your
like
thing.
an
When we talked
outward
about
like
this.
personality trait. You know what I'm saying? So
I hear you.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the one.
All right. Will, do you have any more outs?
What's out for me right now? Toronto Raptors until like further notice.
gosh.
Like, bro,
Oh God.
we all just
We
need
do
to take
not
a
need to
break.
do that.
The Raptors
Yeah.
need to take a break. I need to take a break.
Yeah.
The fans need to take. Look, honestly,
We're still gonna do the React pod
no,
tomorrow.
of course,
and New Year's
of course.
Day.
I'm saying though, for like a week, let's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
all
yeah.
pause Raptors for like a week, bro. Like the Raptors need to like calm down, reset, put them in rice. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's just it's not helping. Like honestly, when we watch the game tomorrow, it'll be Raptors Boston. Like we know that's gonna be a blowout, and people are gonna yell about Darko. People are gonna yell about Scotty. I'm gonna be people. And then it's like, yo, what are we doing, man?
Yo, 10-game losing streak, and they're like, yo, here's a 3 p.m. New Year's Eve game in Boston.
Yeah, here's another loss, Barry
No,
Bonds. Like
come
it's
on,
tough,
man.
bro. It's tough.
No, I'm
man.
taking Raps money line tomorrow.
Yeah. No, I'm what really?
I don't know.
How much have you lost on Raps money line,
Yeah.
man?
All right, Raptors are out.
Raptors are out. I got more.
Raptors
I got
are
more,
out.
but I just gotta think of some more. Hold on.
Okay, here's an out. Saying I can't pull that off. So I think like out of the three of us, I mean Alex does have it in him too. Like I tend to wear a lot of bold colors. I changed my hair color this year. I will do a bunch of things.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll get the
In the
feedback
words
of
of Mark Jones, express yourself. All right, sorry. Mark Jones out, bro. Holy shit.
but I think one of the things that I will hear back sometimes is like, oh, I love that. I could not pull that off myself. Why not?
Yeah.
Just why not?
So the why not mentality.
Yeah, just,
Russell Westbrook, bro.
enjoy yourself. Yeah, I know.
You gave me a pair of Russes too.
I did give you a pair of Russes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Just whatever. Be curious about yourself and figure out what works for you.
Yeah.
You don't.
that.
You don't have to
I like
hold
that.
yourself to a standard that says you can't pull things off.
Shouts to the stream hitting 100.
Hey, look at us go.
We've been at 100 a couple times. You
Let's
know?
go. Watch The Sopranos.
All right. What else is out for you, bro?
Out. I'm sitting aisle seat on an airplane.
Oh yes.
So
Okay.
Talk to us about
the
this.
enduring debate always been the aisle seat window. I've been a big aisle guy for a little bit too.
Yeah, we called you Al Horford.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Still funny, damn.
Let's go.
That's really good.
I've realized like sitting in the window, you are in full control. It's like you control your own playoff destiny. You know, like
You think you're in full control?
No,
I guess
but it's
so.
like-
yeah.
if you don't have to use a bathroom, like say on a long flight, and like you're able to sleep, like you're not getting up. If you're in the window, no one's gonna bother you.
Yeah.
Whereas in
Sure.
the aisle, sometimes you do have to like
It really is dependent.
the
on
aisle gives
how
you the
much
access
want
because it's
to- yeah.
easy because like you can just get out, but you also have to accommodate other people, and that can be bothering.
There's a little extra leg room with the aisle.
yes.
You could technically stick your leg into the aisle, but then of course people are gonna come in and out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I'm shifting towards the window seat
Yeah.
mentality. So
Okay.
aisle seat is out for me.
I guess that one.
Yeah.
I guess that's
Will,
why
are
they call
you
it
out
window
or
pane.
window?
I always just reflexively pick window.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
don't fully understand why. I think for me, I just like looking out the plane.
Right. You like to just like
Like obviously, if it's
Bring that window up.
if it's an overnight thing, I'll try to sleep. I generally don't sleep well on planes, but I just like looking out the window. The issue is you got to manage that window when you're sitting beside the window. Your responsibility is not just to yourself, but it's to the other people in your aisle because like the sun rays will be going crazy through that
Right,
window.
right.
Oh yeah, you
You
don't
can't
wanna,
just
you don't
like
wanna
be
mess
blasting
people
the
up.
window like nonstop at people,
Yeah.
especially if they're trying to sleep.
That's why you just close the damn thing.
Oh,
man.
sometimes the
It's
etiquette is
pure
crazy.
dodgy.
So you gotta be courteous,
Yeah,
but at
yeah.
sometimes when you're like, oh my god, that's a sunset and it looks
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
It's your responsibility to open the window and tap your stranger next to you and be like, yo, you want to look at a sunset, bro?
Yeah.
So
I feel that.
Yeah. Anyway,
Also, we have a good system because like whenever we go on flights, Alex will always take his own row. We don't know where he'll end up sitting. Usually, like it doesn't matter. And then
Yeah.
Will and I'm an aisle person. Will ends up going in the window, and we always put whoever is in between us
bro, there's just somebody.
through the worst time of having to hear us talk about how much Al Jefferson was a problem.
Yo,
Oh brother.
our recent flights, because we've traveled to like Vegas, we traveled to LA. These are like 4-hour flights usually, right? Like me and Jerome have sat in the same aisle. We made sure to check in to sit beside, but not beside each other, but with an empty space in between, hoping that the space is left empty, obviously. And always that person being there, and then me and Jerome just talking to each other over top of this person.
Yep.
Essentially just like forcing them to be part of our friendship. And I hope they like the Bears season 2, and I hope they like Al Jefferson when he was with the Charlotte Hornets, because he was a problem.
Damn.
All
man.
right.
All right. Anything else on the outs?
What else you got for out? Oh no, wait. I'll see. That's for me.
Yeah.
Next thing that's out for me is just Instagram in general.
Okay.
I just feel like it's not necessarily the healthiest thing to be always seeing other people's highlight reels.
Okay.
Because of the fact that it's now making you feel not great all the time. I mean, it depends. It also depends on how secure you are in yourself, of course. Because obviously other people's, what they do does not have anything to do with what you do. But I do feel like, especially if you're not in a good mood or you're just trying to pass time and you're only seeing people's like highlight reels, it just does kind of put you in a place where it's like you feel relatively lesser than. And
interesting. Okay, yeah.
So like, generally speaking, I'm not really even on IG like that. I kind of use it for when people want to message me and stuff like that. You want to tag me in a cool photo. The curation's
kind of discouraging, I guess.
The curation, you can see my timeline. That shit is not curated. Okay. But yeah, just in general, like only seeing people's life highlights. Like that's, on one hand, it's good. You know what I mean? Like you got a new baby, congratulations. You got married, congratulations. You got a birthday, congratulations. Like, you know,
you never been like an IG guy though, so
I just never been an IG honey like that. So I don't know if it hits differently for you guys, but
how
for me,
long
I'm
did
like,
you run his
I get
account
bored.
when it started, Alex?
I guess for like a couple years, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll run it in terms of just like we just post photos for him. Make sure we populated the feed and stuff.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, but IG for me, I guess. Let's get to this.
Oh
age.
yeah, send me cat videos. Absolutely.
I'm just like using IG to just keep up with people's lives. You know?
Yeah, I like that.
Like
as
I don't
like
have a lot of.
Well, it's Facebook.
I don't have a lot of influencers on my feed.
Okay.
So I'm more just like people that I know, right? So
Yo,
it's like
put that next one up on there, bro.
So they're up to.
John said out junior chickens. They're too expensive now. Exactly. So I was going home the other day.
Not exactly.
Yeah, it's just three
yelling at
yelling exactly. No,
Holy.
we're driving home and we're going past Bathurst and Dundas. We're driving up Bathurst going north, and there's the McDonald's there in that corner, right?
Yeah,
right?
by the patois.
And there's a huge sign that said value meals, obviously including a junior chicken on there, $4 and under. That's not value, bro. I lived in a life society.
Price of the chick going up, man.
No,
I don't know what to tell you.
No.
Yeah.
It used to be you have $5 in your pocket.
Yeah.
You have one of those like Wilfrid Laurier, like fives in your pocket.
What are you in the 1960s, just walking out of Maple Leaf Gardens?
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking
I got
about
$5 in my pocket.
It's 2010. You are on your way to go watch the Raptors take on the Sacramento Kings. Yeah. Okay. Tyreek Evans is in town.
Yeah.
Versus Jarrett Jack and Leandro Barbosa.
And a junior chicken falls out of your pocket when you walk in the arena.
And you're walking to Union. And of course, at that time, this is before Union got like revamped. Honestly, Union really glowed up.
Yeah.
So the only thing before was that McDonald's with the rats running around.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I got $5. I'm going to slap it down. I'm going to get 2 junior chickens. I'm going to get change back.
Right.
Because it's not even going to cost me the whole $5.
Right.
I'm going to slam the 2 junior chickens and go to the game.
Yeah.
That's value.
Damn, you used to live like that?
That's value, bro. It cannot be $4 and under is value.
Yeah.
That's nah. That's not value. If you can't feed yourself fully under $5, that's not value. Don't call that value.
All right, what's next?
Although McDonald's sponsor the show.
What's next?
What do I have here? Oh, I just wrote this down. I don't even know if it's a deep enough thought. Jason Sudeikis.
Oh yeah. Just for
brother.
like being corny.
No, not Liberty fan. Jason Sudeikis again.
There's I feel like I can't explain it. The vibes feel a bit off.
Yeah.
Definitely watching the WNBA finals and every Liberty game just cutting to him.
Yeah.
Like I did like that the internet like basically bullied them into showing him a lot less. Which was great. But yeah, just generally out. We're gonna put him on pause for a bit.
Yeah.
Also bringing back Ted Lasso.
Yeah,
he didn't need to do that.
Ted Lasso was good for one season.
Right.
And probably adjusted, era adjusted for the fact that it was pandemic and everyone was home.
Oh my gosh, we listened to
every pandemic show is out.
Tiger King was like era
we listened to old
adjusted.
podcasts, and then on one
Only
of them,
Treble and Queen from my board, not Tiger King. Sorry.
I think we were listening to an episode that I was on, and then I was asked like, what was my pandemic watch, and I was just raving about Ted Lasso, and I remember because it was LA and I was driving. I just remember being like.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Just deep sigh.
yo, superlatives, man.
Superlatives.
But you know what was my pandemic watch?
Yeah, what's up, Last Dance?
Stephen LeBron Radio season 2.
Oh my god.
Woo, yo.
Oh yeah, people that don't know, I did a pod every day, Monday to Friday. during
Stephen
the
LeBron
lockdown.
Radio, yeah. So
That
you
was
were
insane.
You were just keeping yourself like occupied, like mentally occupied.
Yeah, I was like writing a book.
Right.
I was
Yeah.
also like doing the pod. I just wanted to create a schedule.
Monday to Friday, and the thing is, it was like we would talk about anything on there, bro.
Yeah.
There's
yeah,
an episode where you and Assad, shouts to Swire Lasers, would
Talk
just
about
talk
his
about
accounting
being
career,
accountants.
Yeah,
right?
I've archived most of those episodes.
You talked to your friend. I think there was someone named Tina that was like,
She
"What's
was
it like
in
living in South
Korea.
Korea?" Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm gonna
During
go to
the
South
pandemic.
Korea. Yeah,
We have a comment here. Last Dance stands up to pandemic era.
Yeah, Last Dance was really good.
But
Last
bro,
Dance,
who's watching? Who's going back and watching that right now?
I've
I might
rewatched
revisit
it.
That.
Oh,
That's a great background show too. To just like
It's
have
also
it
a
on,
really
have
good,
the
just, like,
different
You look
moments.
over and Jeb Bushler's there.
Um,
Not the
although it'd be
Bush.
interesting because I don't know if it would hit as hard had it not been for the pandemic too.
I feel like it would have, but I feel
Yeah.
like the pandemic just
But it
gave
was like the only.
it just
thing.
gave it more dedicated like
Yes.
attention.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's really in is appointment viewing.
Okay,
And what's
okay.
out is season dumping, like dumping the whole season.
okay,
out of
yeah,
what's-
yeah.
I don't
like
know,
that
man. I
take.
love a good binge though, man. Yeah.
A
Yeah.
binge is fine, but it feels like you're not able to talk about. You're not able to digest.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like in
yeah.
the. I guess it's in the concept of
No, I get
binging
what
is
you
that you're
mean.
not digesting. Like I like that when Industry was coming out episode by episode every Sunday.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That I
Oh,
was
you guys
able
watch
to
it
like.
Sunday by Sunday, except me afterward, just watching it all in one go from Montreal to back.
Nah, this man was eating that. He was watching that scene with the eating, and
This-
that was insane.
this was
You sit
another-
next to me.
This was another one of my
Window
ins.
seat. Window seat.
Another one of my ins is like learning music from just TV shows.
Oh yeah, hell
Because
yeah.
when shouts to
Yeah,
Amy,
yeah.
when Amy did Pet Shop Boys last night. like,
Yeah.
I know that song from Industry.
There you go.
Yeah, it's true.
Alex's mic is louder, or is he? I'm probably just screaming into the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like me doing karaoke. yesterday.
Anything else?
What else? What else are we out right now? I have out. What else I have out? Video games.
Video games in general is out.
Nah, I just feel like I don't know. I don't know. I just spend
That's
too
a
much
personal
time.
thing for you,
I'm
though,
just
right?
playing too much video games,
Yeah.
dog.
Right.
That's it.
Open Gym features our guy Alex Wong. I'm back on Open Gym again.
Oh hell yeah! What are you talking about now,
What are they-
man?
how much are they gonna squeeze out of that one sit-down interview?
This guy's gonna be like Anthony Parker. You know that was the 3-and-D we needed back in the
This is
day,
the last
man.
time I was at the arena.
Yo, shouts to Lee, man. That's crazy.
All right,
that
any
JR
more
Manita-
before we get to the questions?
Yo, Alex is in there. Oh, JR's in there. I see you.
Shout
JR.
out JR.
Shouts to JR.
All right,
Miss you,
listener
buddy.
questions. Yo, can you guys send in some live questions too for us? Good ones though.
Okay.
Or we'll pretend we don't see them.
And it can't be like,
Well, we have a
yo,
couple-
Scotty, like, what are we doing? I mean, come on, let's
We
get
have a
Scotty
couple
break one
ins
day,
and
man.
outs before we go on.
Okay, let's
so
go, let's
would
go.
you start off?
Let's go.
Question: Is Doc Rivers kinda in?
Doc Rivers having won the NBA Cup. Milwaukee Bucks are on the rebound. Can you name 15 coaches better than Doc Rivers off the top of your head? Come on now. Doc Rivers is in.
15 coaches?
Doc Rivers is in.
Doc Rivers is up right now. He's up, but I wouldn't say he's in.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
He's
it's
up.
slightly different.
He's up.
Okay, next one. I like that one, though.
Yeah.
This is just general out. Justifying your interests, like what you like. That's all the reason you need. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, within reasonable boundaries, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, like if your
Obviously.
homie got whack taste, like if he's just, you gotta like pull him back.
Bro,
you
if
know?
you're like, yo, Eminem's the greatest rapper of all time,
No, it's
like,
like,
you know, I
you
can't
don't-
justify that
It's
for
like,
you.
yo, why are you
That is
watching
shit you.
every comedy special on Netflix? There's no need.
Yeah. What else we got?
Yeah.
No, they're just some questions.
these
We
are
can go to
questions.
questions
Yeah,
later.
okay,
Here,
cool,
let's do our questions
Yes,
first. Submit
send
it, and
more
then
of your live
let's send more in
questions
the
in.
chat.
Send
yeah.
questions, man.
And if they're good, Jerome will pick them and
Send
put them
real
on the stream.
difficult ones.
All right, Alex, what do we have for the ones that...
Okay, thanks everyone.
Bro,
Listeners
someone
are
said out
sending
Emmanuel
in.
quickly. Relax, bro. Did you not see the video I posted? Yo, quickly hit like 19 of 23s in slides, man.
Guys,
Can't wait for that demon to come back.
Guys, non-basketball questions.
What's up?
What's one place in the world you would like to travel to that you haven't been yet? Yeah. Different parts of Japan, for me. Yeah.
Yo, you think people got to Tokyo and Kyoto before, bro?
I'm gonna-
Yo, if Phoebe Brothers is
I'm gonna
singing about
become
that?
Gwen Stefani, bro.
Yeah, y'all look like Gwen Stefani's out here, bro. Few times you've been around that
All
track.
right, name one place you would want to travel to that you haven't been to.
Super crazy. I've seen a lot of videos of like northern Pakistan, like Uzbekistan, and that's. I mean, I know they're not that approximately close to each other.
Yeah.
But just like Central Asia looks like really, really pristine, really, really beautiful. The food is kind of unique because it's like a little Russian, a little like Chinese, a little bit, Indian, a little bit like Turkish. Like it's just a very unique part of the world, and it looks really, really pristine out there. So,
Like that.
yeah, I don't know how it would get there though. How does one go to Mongolia, for example? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, let's take that one offline.
Okay, fair.
Jerome, any specific
Where you wanna
places?
This one was just like lingering. I think Will will appreciate this, just because of the Bears season 2, but Copenhagen.
Oh, yeah, the Japan before Japan.
Copenhagen's beautiful, man.
Yeah,
Copenhagen.
you've been
Copenhagen.
then.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like
Copenhagen's
that.
really nice.
Yeah.
I think 3 days in Copenhagen is enough.
Okay, good to know.
Wait, you don't want to eat fish and hot dogs?
I did a Copenhagen Stockholm and I stayed there for too long.
You got that syndrome.
That's crazy.
Okay, basketball kind of. If
All right.
threes are too good, what if we make twos worth threes and threes worth 4? Lowering
brother.
the value comparatively.
Chris Paul hits a huge 4 to cut the lead to 42. Fours.
Listen, man, there's
I don't mind fours.
I don't think there's gonna be this like crazy like adjustment fix that's gonna happen. Like it's just
Well, they're not going to change the point system again. Like, I don't think they're going to put a 4-point line down because that would just be kind of really ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, I've been thinking about these. Like, I always think about these wacky rule adjustments. I want to know if these are in or out for you, okay?
Sure. Okay.
Instead of the 3-point line, you have 3-point spots.
So like, what are the spots? What would the spots?
So there'll be, let's say, 5 spots, one in each.
So you can only shoot from those spots.
one
for
in
3.
one in each corner.
Yeah.
One from each break, and then one from the top.
I
And the
don't
thing
like
is,
that.
if you don't have at least a foot inside that spot, it's not a 3, it's a 2. So what I think is like the kick swing could still happen, which I think people don't mind as much.
Yeah.
But like the sidestep threes, you know what I mean? Like James Harden just can't sidestep all the way because he's out, and that's a 2 now.
Yeah.
That's not going to stop James.
Yeah, Uno don't care if it's Uno,
Yeah,
those or Trez.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I love that one.
Okay, what about dunks worth 3 points?
Yeah, I've always liked that
Oh, that's
one.
fun. Yeah.
I've always liked that one because like you would encourage
Bro,
a lot of
Giannis will
people.
average 50.
Well, you would encourage a lot of people who like maybe wouldn't dunk to try to dunk on people.
Yeah.
Also,
sure.
imagine like the Raps are down 3, and like Jamal Shed's like trying to dunk over Wemby to tie the game. It's like what?
Okay, something has gone wrong.
Yeah.
Something has gone really wrong.
No,
with
but
that.
it's like I think it would introduce an element that people like aren't ready for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
how does that would be such a radical change that I would be super for it because like the side effects would be like amazing.
Side
Like
effects would
having
be
a
kind of
dunk
cool.
worth 3 is so good. And maybe do we make an alley-oop worth like 3
No,
and a
relax,
half?
bro. Relax,
Let's
bro.
bring
Nah,
decimals into it.
Because this is the person that the spots thing is 3-point spots will be much easier to defend.
Right.
You can run a guy off the line a lot easier doing that.
Yeah.
And relocation threes and stuff like that, it just feels way too easy to get a 3. That's all.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No, I get it. I know everybody's trying to fix the 3-pointer thing. Just put the quota on it, man.
okay, all right. Next
Oh,
one.
the quota thing. That was really funny.
No, the
What
quota is
is,
crazy.
What is
This guy's into
everyone's
communism for basketball.
What is everyone's New Year's resolution? Yeah.
I don't really have
actually did
one,
make one this year,
because
Yeah.
it like I've been operating more in like the ins and outs than like a New
Yeah.
Year's resolution. Yeah.
Yeah. If I had to
don't
make
have
one,
anything specific either.
When was the last time you had a New Year's resolution?
I mean, mine every year is just like read more books.
Sure.
I wanna go to coffee with a friend once a week.
Oh,
Damn.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Matt Devlin before we
yeah.
have to
Yeah.
record.
I already, that was
can
sick,
we-
man.
can we
You guys were
record
just at
those?
the studio.
Can we record those?
Yeah, man. Coffees, podcasters in cars getting coffee.
Oh, my
God.
god! As if
no.
being a podcaster couldn't get any worse.
Podcasters in cafes.
Yo, you know Anna's gonna hear this and he's gonna be like, "Yo, let's do it."
Oh, brother.
Yeah, no crazy resolutions. If you guys have
Yeah.
any resolutions, you let us know.
What else you got?
I'll answer this one myself. U.S. based fan for 8 years, never been to Toronto for a game. Are the Raptors worth traveling for right now? No. Next, you guys have any? This is from Johnson from CCYA.
Let's go.
You guys have any Grail jerseys in your closets? Game worn, team issued. Shout outs to Sexy B on NBA XL and TSN.
Yes.
Yo. By the way, I feel like not to toot our own horn, but
Toot it.
Okay. All right, dog.
in
Yo,
tooting.
bro, you were first on Sexy Beast, man.
I mean, there's no first on Sexy Beast. He's a person.
Yeah.
Like, I've met him.
Okay, technically his mom was first on Sexy Beast.
Yeah. Yo, please, we can't get into this. Now we
All
do-
right, so jerseys is the question.
I'm just saying. I mean, you were talking about Sexy Beast before he was getting all these features,
Listen,
but I'm so thrilled
Yeah.
that Mr. Beast is on TSN.
Yep,
I'm
yeah.
not calling him Mr. Beast either. By the way, that's a totally different person.
altogether.
Mr. Beast, okay?
Yeah.
Sexy Beast, Mr. Sexy, Big Sex
Yeah.
as he was called.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. The fact that like Chris and his crew went down there, NBA Excel Canada, and like was able to highlight them. That was amazing.
Yeah, man, and we're gonna do some stuff with Sexy too.
Call him Big Sex.
I
man.
already told Mr. Sexy that we're gonna be doing something.
Okay. I mean, Big
Because
Sex.
I told him, I'm like, yo, you need the hello and welcome bump, man.
I think he got a bump, man.
Shouts to Chris Vo,
man.
NBXL, shouts to TSN, all of that stuff. But you need that H&W bump. you know?
Okay. Okay. So
Wait, let's start with Alex because
Holy
I feel
Grail
like Alex
jerseys.
has our deepest jersey collection.
I actually.
What's the craziest jersey you got?
I
Because
don't-
right now you got a Nick Kiprios
Yeah,
Rangers
I'm
jersey.
wearing a Nick Kiprios Rangers right now. This was customed through help from Josh at In Vintage We Trust. Knows a guy who does like all the proper like jerseys, like crestings and all this stuff. I don't have any like crazy jersey. I just collect a lot of just like regular jerseys. Like my hockey jersey collection's like weirdly growing like kind of crazy. Basketball wise, I've gotten rid of a lot of my jerseys because I used to buy a lot of champion brand jerseys growing up.
Okay.
And then they were gone. Like the only ones I have left, like I have like a Dennis Scott Orlando
Oh,
Magic,
3D.
which is why every time I see Dennis 3D, I'm like, yo, you're my man. Yo, we should link up with him when we're in Atlanta.
I mean, that was one of my
I mean-
ins, wearing jerseys under as a
yeah,
layer. Yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah,
have, like,
you
a-
wear jerseys as undershirts.
yeah,
Yeah, I
jerseys.
You
love it.
sleep in jerseys.
Jerseys as undershirts.
So when you wake up, do you not see like the Raptor logo like pressed into your body?
no, I usually
It just
I don't-
says McGrady in the back.
I just have a cabinet of jerseys that sometimes I
Okay,
just
yeah,
slip on under some stuff.
This is like
No,
your,
but I
your
don't-
sexy bra and
I don't.
panties.
Yeah,
when you
someone
put on
said.
that.
Someone said I got a Jalen Harris Raptors jersey.
It's not a 905 jersey.
but
It's not a
flew.
905.
But I flew to Tokyo 2 years ago
Here we go.
and gifted it to a friend. Yeah.
Oh, I know
So,
who that friend is.
yeah, it was gifted.
Yeah, that was awesome.
We got a compliment here from Leon in the lab.
Yeah.
Alex, what's good with your hat rotation?
Yo, shouts to
yeah.
Leon. So everybody should follow Leon in the lab on IG. So Leon has great relationships in the hat space. He sent Will a size 8 hat once. And Leon was kind enough to bring me on his show to custom a bunch of hats. So I got to design a bunch of new era hats with him.
What you put on PSA?
And then no, like I did like a Blue Jays like real tree camo hat with like a black brim. And that one ended up on GQ's recommended list. So toot. We tooting right
Henderson,
now. Yo,
bro.
we tooting right now. But like, yeah, I don't have any crazy jerseys, honestly.
Do you
Like,
have
I
any
just-
favorite cops of a jersey this year? Did you cop anything?
My favorite one was a Team China Nike hockey jersey.
oh, that was
that
cool.
I bought
yeah.
from In Vintage We
Because this
Trust.
guy got the Hong Kong and he
Yeah,
got the
and
China
we
jersey.
found out that that jersey was worn by the goalie. So
Oh, yeah.
we matched it specifically with Josh at In Vintage to the player. So the person who does the custom jerseys, he can actually custom it so it's the goalie, the player.
That's
That's
really
Because
cool.
it's on the women's team.
right,
Oh,
right,
that's
It's
sick,
the
right.
women's
man.
team.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Rom,
that's my favorite.
you
I know
got-
you have one signed by Jeremy Lin.
I got a Tracy McGrady
Yeah.
throwback jersey. It's like
Yeah.
the Chinese lettering. It's a Mitchell Ness joint. And I wore it to the championship parade. Jeremy Lin had the exact same jersey on, and so he saw me in the crowd. He pointed at me.
Yep.
I took the jersey off. He signed it in the back.
Nice.
That's like a holy grail in terms of like the specificity, the design, the fact that there's a story linked to the championship year. Like that's like a really good one for me. But like my jersey collection not that deep. Like the craziest thing I got is like a Wally Zerbiak.
Yeah.
I got like a jersey from the Chinese Basketball Association.
Some bootleg, DeMar DeRozan.
I got a
jersey.
bootleg, bro. I got a black and yellow
Well, I have
Spurs.
so many old bootlegs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a black and yellow Spurs Tim Duncan jersey,
Yeah.
which I don't think the Spurs have ever been black and yellow, bro. It looks
That's
like a
so
Pittsburgh
All
Steelers
right, Wiz
jersey.
Khalifa.
Yeah, I got a DeMarcus Cousins. I bet like again, like it's it's not that deep. I know you got some crazy ones.
Well, this year, okay, so I really like my Rasheed Wallace. Not the one
yeah.
that I bought with you guys, but I also have another champion black Blazers Rasheed Wallace. I like my Allen Iverson Fila, the one that he wears on the cover, the Slam cover.
Yeah,
That one's nice.
The throwback.
Is that the
this
red
year-
and white one?
It's the blue. It's like mostly blue.
Okay.
And then I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, because I have that one. Yeah.
This year, I copped like a couple of random ones. I recently copped a Paul Correa Mighty Ducks jersey,
Yep.
which I haven't worn yet. I almost wore it on this. I also purchased, because I started getting back into WWE, I have a Chris Jericho Y2J hockey jersey.
Yeah, that one's fire
That's
too. Some of you guys might have
ridiculous.
seen. I posted a few times.
You got the pink Bret the Hitman Hart.
Oh yeah, there's that
hockey
one
jersey.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That one's
that's a
fire.
fun one too. And then I don't know. Speaking about jerseys, I feel like we can add to your rotation. If you just actually want to reach over to the side of this couch right
surprise.
here, we have a blue bag for you. Happy
Oh.
birthday, Will.
Yeah, so this
Wow.
was Will's birthday last
it's
week.
not from Kid and Ace. It's the bag that
Oh,
I could
word?
find.
I
to
already
put in.
forgot, but his birthday was between the 23rd to the 27th,
Yeah, you're right.
and he's 32.
He's 32.
Oh,
Yeah.
what are we? Yo, what is
So
this?
we got you a custom. Jerome, you would know. Custom artist.
Custom artist Luke Szymanski
Yep.
makes a
Raptors,
bunch of custom
Pokemon
jerseys, and this is a
type?
Raptors Vince Carter
Bro.
Pokemon
Is that
style.
Charizard or what's going
I
on?
will give you.
Piku, Piku.
I'll give you 3 guesses
Yeah.
and $10 if you can guess which Pokemon this is.
Yo,
right now.
can
I'll
I-
hold up to the screen. Nobody in the
Can
chat.
Can I FaceTime my nephew right now?
Well, that's a
No.
lifeline. You can't get a lifeline for your nephew.
lifelines.
He'll get this immediately.
Bulbasaur.
That is not a Pokemon, but
Okay.
that's Bulbasaur. Is a
Yeah,
Pokemon.
Bulbasaur.
No.
Yeah.
This is who he played for, but with Pokemon.
Red Dragon.
Red Dragon Roll, not Black Dragon Roll, but Red Dragon
No,
Roll.
I don't know Pokemons, man.
Nah, this is Charmeleon.
Charmeleon.
It's
And
between.
evolved.
It grows
Yeah.
from Charmander to
Yeah.
Charmeleon to Charizard.
Damn.
Yeah.
And it's red. It's supposed to be like this.
Yeah, this is hard to sell. Thank you guys. This
Yeah,
is really
of course,
sick.
man.
The
Yeah,
font
happy
is
birthday.
Also the Pokemon font too.
Yo,
I don't know if
happy
you guys
birthday,
appreciate
bro.
Yeah,
that.
happy birthday.
Thanks,
Happy
guys.
birthday.
Surprise.
Wow, this is so nice. Thanks, guys. I love
Man,
this,
I feel so left. No, I got something for you too, man.
What?
Oh, Christmas present.
Wanted to
You
bless
gotta
you
hold that up closer.
with a Evan Mobley book so you can learn all about
God.
Evan Mobley, man.
Yo, this is crazy because the book is so thin, just like his bag, bro.
Oh,
Look at that.
man.
That got like 10 pages in there. What's that say? Spin move? Oh, it's big font too, you know? So, yeah.
So I want you to come back and give me like one new fact that you learned about Evan.
Yeah.
He
From
can
flipping
he can
through
find
this.
that out by
I'm
the
not
end of
even-
this pod.
The book is Evan Mobley, How Evan Mobley Became One of the NBA's Best Players, Jackson Carter. And I'm not kidding. It has like 25
worrying.
pages in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Not all books are the same, man.
Yo,
Alex,
they
we have a
can't all be
question
We the
here.
Champs, man.
Alex, we have a question from the chat, and actually reminds
Thanks,
me of
guys.
one
This
you're
is
in.
nice.
So where do you guys buy these jerseys / in person or online? Alex, isn't eBay in for you now?
Yeah, I think you can find
eBay
a lot
Bay.
of great stuff on eBay now, especially even older jerseys. Like, obviously, you know, like the jersey
Oh, I hope it
experts,
fits.
like Sexy B, and people know that, like, you know, the game more and more expensive jerseys are going to be pricey. But if you're just looking for an old hockey jersey, basketball jersey, like, they're like pretty affordable. So, big fan of eBay.
Oh yeah.
And just going to like the sports card, like conventions that take place like here in Toronto, like I think it's like twice a year. I think Kai told me not to mention this because he doesn't want everybody to go.
Oh,
I can't mute this.
But
gatekeeping.
but yeah, those
Yeah.
are good places to go to as well.
Yeah, I
Sick.
did get my Y2J off of eBay. I got
Yeah.
my Paul Correa off of eBay. I also bought that WNBA pullover that I wear.
Yeah,
Yeah, eBay's awesome.
yeah.
How does that work,
so-
bro? I never actually bought anything off eBay. You just like have to compete for it?
No, usually, I mean, by now there's like a lot of ones that you can just press buy it now.
Okay, because I'm not trying to
Like-
play no game. I'm just trying to
No,
buy it.
I ain't into the bidding, man.
Oh yeah, it's always a buy it now for me.
Okay, let's see. Next one. Most embarrassing thing that happened to each of you this year.
Alex, start
I
us
guess
off.
it would be me getting banned from the win.
Oh yeah, I
that's
guess
the one that I can think of.
Sure.
Man, honestly,
Yeah.
bro, it happens, man.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
probably like the 10th crazy thing that happened in that hotel that day.
Yeah, but
Oh
that,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that's the most embarrassing thing for me. Otherwise, I've been
Most
I
embarrassing.
I
Moving
had
with
the
motion.
media game is pretty embarrassing for us.
oh yeah, but
I guess, but like
but
again,
I moved on from that because I already got my MVP last year.
it was
so-
I think it was embarrassing for like the first half, and then I was
Yeah.
pretty much in the clear. Yeah.
Most embarrassing. I feel like I don't get embarrassed that often. Like,
No.
yeah.
I feel like not like in like a trying to brag kind
Is
of way.
being
I just don't.
embarrassed out?
I don't feel the feeling of embarrassment that often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Embarrassed. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, damn, man. No, it's all good, man.
Yeah, actually, I don't know. Like, I'll think of it. That's
What
a great
is this
question.
comp that we're looking at? Jerome is PJ Tucker. Will is Jeremy Lin. Alex is Jose Calderon.
Why am I
he's
host Calderon?
As it looks on the chat if you're watching on
Calderon?
YouTube.
Yo, that's insane.
Bro, these three guys were never in the league together. Actually,
Yo.
they were. This is crazy.
Yo, okay.
We're gonna need some context on that. We'll
After-
revisit that later.
After Lord of the Rings, what's the next watch for you and Will? So I finally watched Lord of the Rings, and we did 3 pods about it before we launched. Hello and welcome.
The Tamper Pods.
And then, yeah, we've been talking. Like, we should find something else that we can do in the summertime, or if we start getting into the new year where we might be creating bonus content, for certain folks.
What's like a series, like a movie series that you guys are really into?
We've said Godfather, which I want to do with Cash.
Godfather would be
Like,
fun.
Godfather, I'm super down. Like, I think with Cash, I think we should find something that we can do with Jerome.
Okay.
The
if you-
Sopranos.
Listen,
No.
Jerome, if you want to do Sopranos, like
I
that'd
could
be
do
sick.
the Sopranos.
We can do like
yeah.
seasons or
Sure.
something, or just like recap.
How many seasons are there?
6.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
How many episodes per season?
Like 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It really depends on if you get into it, though.
People really want us to
Sure.
watch
I
Squid
feel
Game
like-
too, by the way.
Yo, I watched the first episode of Squid Game 2. Is alright.
Alien Predator
Yeah.
franchise.
Squid Game 2,
Okay.
just the time has passed.
You know what? What's the trilogy I really love? Oceans 11, 12, and 13.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We can break down.
I
down.
they
love
have an
Oceans.
That's actually a really good one to just break down.
First
stuff.
off, you love gambling and
Yeah.
being in casinos in general.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cast is great.
Yeah. No, that's an easy trilogy to break down.
Yeah.
Because all the characters, they have all their own personalities.
It's like a top, like, I'm on a plane.
Yeah.
And if any of the Ocean 11, 12, 13 are on, I always watch it.
we can easily
It's a great plane movie.
We can easily do like player comps and stuff.
Oh,
even
yeah?
for them. Yeah.
Okay.
No. That's actually a really good one. Yeah. So let's put Oceans on the list.
Okay.
Potentially Godfather as something with Cash.
Not, okay, we get it, bro.
and then potentially Sopranos with Jerome.
Okay.
If Jerome is into the Sopranos. If not, we'll find something else.
I'm open to it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So we're committing ourselves.
Y'all want to watch Friends?
That's a
I
lot.
already did that during the pandemic.
Yeah, it's true. We did that once.
All right, let's see what else. Mary Brown's or Popeyes?
I've never had Mary Brown's.
I've never had Mary Brown's either.
Yeah.
Is this a delivery from Mary? Oh no.
No.
Oh.
Surprise.
Surprise.
That was, honestly,
Yeah, we should try Mary Brown's soon.
What do you mean, man? I had Mary Brown's last month.
Oh damn.
Or
yeah.
this month, I guess.
Yo, there's a
December.
lot of new fast food chains coming, man. Jersey Mike's, I think, is here or almost here.
The hell
Yeah.
is that?
Do you want to have Mary
Subs.
Brown's together, or do we all want to have our own solo meals?
No, I'm gonna be. Look, again, we might have future sponsors, so we might, be regretting this, but
Yeah.
it's not special enough to have it all 3 of us together. Like,
All
right.
you can get Mary Brown's individually, guys. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so my
Oh,
2025
Popeyes, by the way, Popeyes still clears, unfortunately.
2025 resolution: add try Mary Brown's to the list.
Okay, what's your if you had a late night craving for fried chicken, where are you going?
Probably like a Korean fried chicken spot.
Oh
Nice.
yeah, you going to the
KFC
fry?
will.
Yeah,
Get that
yeah.
fry? KFC? Y'all
I've
shots
been
at
moving
KFC,
off
man?
Popeyes a little bit, but hey, Popeyes.
No, but Popeyes kind of fell off a little
Let's
bit.
roll.
Bro. Popeyes
Yeah.
fell off a little bit. Quality wise, it
No,
did.
I still love it.
Yeah?
Yeah. JR shouting
Still
out.
love choking on those biscuits.
JR shouting out Jollibee over here.
I mean,
Yeah, you would
hey,
shout out
honestly,
Jollibee, man.
Jollibee actually is pretty great. I can't even hate. Jollibee's pretty
JR,
great.
I got your black hello and welcome hat, man. Hit me up.
Yeah.
OU.
It only costs you a plate of spaghetti with the fried rice on it.
OU,
Schitt's
man.
Creek. You guys trying to watch our boy Ennis Ezra?
I mean,
Oh,
we-
shouts to Stephen McGinnis, MCI grad. What's up, man? Yeah, we used to live near each other and went to the same high school.
Damn, what up, Steve?
Schitt's Creek is a
we
really
could
good
do
show.
Schitt's Creek like
Yeah.
Ennis's arc only, yeah, and then just
The
break
Ennis
that
arc?
down.
Yeah, with Ennis, that'd be funny.
When
we
he
talk about how-
screwed over Stevie?
I did call Ennis because Ennis also showed us that he was in Honey as well, the 2003 classic
Yeah.
with Jessica Alba. And
Wait, we should save this. We should wait for Ennis to talk about
Okay.
this part.
Yeah, we're gonna have Ennis on.
long story short, I called him
upcoming
Racial
Banter Pod.
Benzobrist
Yeah,
because
that's
that man
insane.
can play many different ethnicities.
Yeah. He's he can be Middle Eastern, he can be Asian. We've discussed.
JR
this.
says, shout out to my titas and titos. Hey,
that's
bro.
that's my job, JR.
That's what you miss at OMP. You know the vibes.
Best meme of the year.
Okay.
Oh, we talking memes on a podcast?
Oh,
My life
God.
is crashing out. I actually thought about this. Oh God.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, what do
I
you got?
think it's the Vince Carter one.
Oh,
Vince
Oh.
Carter retirement. Jersey
it's a short-lived.
retirement.
I don't think it has enough, and it's
I've
like
seen
insular.
it coming back.
Yeah?
So what's the context that you like to see it in?
Yeah.
I mean, that one's is so versatile. It can work with like
But
literally.
bro,
anything.
you know how memes get over. Like some people use memes a lot on social, and they're like aggressively not funny.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yes, we're live right now.
And so my point is like, give me like a good like what's hitting for you when you see that meme?
I don't know.
Okay,
I
so
don't
what
have
are
a
some memes
specific
that
thing,
you
but
enjoyed
I
this
know
year?
that one worked really well. I
Okay.
can't even think because I guess I don't think in what memes came out this year.
I had to
Yeah,
look them
yeah.
up.
so
yeah.
like I can't remember what other memes.
Okay, so I did get a kick out of Chill Guy.
yeah,
Chill
Chill,
Guy was cool, yeah.
Chill
Very
Dude
on-
came through and like had a run.
Wu-Dang was pretty fun.
Very on brand for
Yeah,
you.
Wu Dang, I was not with it. I was like, get this.
I like the
dirty-ass
Zara
one.
Larson Symphony Dolphin.
I don't even know if I know that one.
In the Club, We All Fam.
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
popular.
yeah.
One that I like that
I'm
I don't
out,
know
yeah.
if it's a meme, but like it was a TikTok thing that I really enjoyed was
Yeah.
just foreshadowing.
Oh, I think I saw some. Yeah,
just
I saw
like
that
a bunch.
concept.
Those videos crack me up a lot.
Yeah, that stuff makes me feel old. 'Cause I'm like, it's not happening for me anymore.
If I give you a link to a video, like a tweet, and it has a video in it, are you able to play that for the stream? Is that
Play
too
a
far?
video for this. Okay, yeah. WhatsApp it to me, and I'll try to make it happen.
Okay, because there is so it's like I guess it's like a TikTok trend, but basically it's not even a meme so much as like a Chinese rap song that keeps getting used on like.
Do we need audio?
Yeah, we
Okay,
kind of
let's
need
see if this
audio.
works.
It's not when that dog is like in Chinese getting the animated dog speaking in Mandarin.
Oh yeah. It's kind of similar to that one, right? Because I just
Because every time an NBA player is like doing bad, they just want to send them to China.
All right,
Oh,
you guys
sorry,
talk for a
Being
minute
sent
while
to
I try to
China
set
is a
this
gift.
up.
Yeah, let's move on to other
yes.
stuff.
Let's
Meme talk is boring.
Revisit this meme in a second.
Top 3 NBA nicknames, current and all time.
That's the Chris Paul.
Um,
Oh my goodness.
no, please keep yourself.
Just
together.
kidding. CP3 not a
So-
good nickname.
I don't know if Steph No, a friend of the program, actually came up with these or he just compiled these.
Great Bear Thief.
Oh yeah, so that's for Dyson Daniels, right?
Yeah, is that
because he's
on there?
Australian. No, so these were just for rookies this year.
Oh, interesting.
So
okay.
Donovan Clingan
Yeah.
is Kling Kong. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't mind it. Which also made me remember that, what's up with Jeremy Grant, man? He's just collecting money in Portland.
What's up with Jeremy Grant? It's
No,
crazy.
but I just was thinking about him the other day.
What?
He's making like 175 mil doing what?
Who's thinking about Jeremy
Can
Grant?
someone
like that?
rescue Jeremy Grant?
He's fine. He's chilling. He's just he's just in Portland, man.
Okay, the Chicago Bulls rookie,
Yeah, Matas Bazelis.
Mattis Bazelis.
Yeah.
They call him Ball Dano instead of Paul Dano.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't
I'm
mind
with that.
All
I don't mind
day.
that. I like that guy.
For the
man. I
lookalikes?
like
Yeah,
Matas a lot.
yeah.
actually.
He got the dog,
Yeah,
man.
he
He got
got
the
he
dog.
got a lot of swagger for him. I like that.
Yeah, Dalton Connect, obviously Connect 4.
Lame.
Yeah.
Jared McCain,
Yeah.
Dr. J.
What?
Dr. J, because he's on TikTok. So not Dr. J, Dr. J.
Wow.
Yeah, that's tough. That's
Yeah,
tough.
okay. So we like Ball
Yeah.
Dano the best. Yeah. That's the one.
Ball. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, what are some of the new rookies?
I like, I don't know. My favorite one is always
Can we give nicknames to Jacoby and like Jonathan Mobo and Jamal Shed and
they got to win a
Ulrich
game a
Shamshay,
month first.
Jameson Battle?
They got to win a game a month.
Oh, that's tough, man.
Jameson
I know-
Battle was I always said that was McNulty's biggest storyline. In the wire.
season 3 McNulty.
I know when Jacoby got drafted, his Avi on Instagram was a
Rock
Naruto
Lee?
character.
Yeah.
So how about Pound the Rock Lee?
Ooh.
Yeah, we could do that. We could work on that.
All
We
right.
could work on
very,
that.
Very, very specific.
Yeah.
Very specific.
But
Sick.
NBA nicknames are tough right now. Like,
But
them
wait,
even-
there was like some all-time lists. Do you have like any all-times that you
All-time
like?
no,
favorites?
let me hit me with the all
You're a
time.
90s head, man.
Well, my favorite is actually Monty Morris, the count of Monty assists Tio. Yeah.
Okay. What about what happened to like the truth?
Yeah, I mean the truth was fine.
The
And it ages
Answer.
out. Like
Did you know-
Matrix was cool.
The big ticket, Matrix
Yeah.
was cool.
Yeah.
You know,
White chocolate, half man, half amazing. Skip to my Lou.
Yeah, white chocolate
these
was
are
cool.
these are pretty sick.
No, that was a prime era of nicknames.
Not,
TV
not to be like
franchise.
our era was the best, but once again, you know,
Can we talk about Uno?
Yeah, Uno, James Harden.
I
yeah.
like him rebranding as Uno.
Yeah, I saw someone say sneaker of the year. Ask sneaker of the year in the chat. The James Harden 9s that are coming out, man.
Oh yeah.
Adidas hit me up.
Oh
Yo,
yeah.
you need to get that Chinese New Year edition.
The Chinese New Year,
Lunar New Year.
Year of the Snake special. I like the silver metallic pair, and there's a white pair too.
Talk to your.
Do you
Adidas
guys
one.
So
know-
catch me. No, I'll pay full retail for this, man. It's
Oh,
all
word?
love.
Full
It's
retail?
all love. I just want a pair of Harden 9s like next summer. Like that's all I'm gonna be wearing every day. Like I'm full. I'm a full Harden stan now.
Yes,
This
you
guy's
are.
ready to do a double step back at any moment.
In James
This guy's on
Harden.
Dundas doing a step back.
No, I love James Harden.
Yeah.
Do you guys know one of Bradley Beal's nicknames?
What is it?
Big Panda.
Oh, I remember reading about this.
What's the
I forgot.
history
I think
there?
he took a photo with a panda once.
Well,
So?
no, here I'll get.
So did I.
Here's the story.
So did 1 billion Chinese people.
Bradley Beal is nicknamed Big Panda because of a comment made by his former Washington Wizards teammate Eric Maynor.
Yeah, okay. Shouts
The
out to Maynard.
nickname came out after Beal finished a meal at a restaurant and his plate looked completely empty, similar to a panda.
What was he having, bamboo?
Maynard then began calling Beal Big Panda because pandas are like silent assassins, eating a lot of food and not to be messed with.
Oh, this is even worse. I thought
You
he
could
just
totally mess with a panda.
I thought he just took a photo with a panda. Holy
No,
that's crazy.
That's a
Damn.
I
yeah.
thought this man was in Sichuan.
Damn. All right, let's see what else we got. So nicknames are terrible. You were trying to say they do Area 51 for Castle and Wemby and
Area
that's it.
51. Yeah, but they don't
Let's
really
not
play
pushing
that
this
much
alien
together.
thing, man.
Yeah.
I do like Big Shot Rob,
Big
Yeah,
Shot
yeah, yeah.
Rob.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's pretty sick.
Sauce Castillo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when it started to fall off.
Didn't hit.
Does a straw have 1 or 2 holes?
One.
It's one continuous hole.
Yeah.
It is, right?
Yeah.
We doing hole talk on a
Anyways.
live stream?
Ike wants to know our favorite Thai place in LA. This is just for us to say Jitlada.
Jitlada.
Jitlada. You will see it on the merch that Alex and Jerome occasionally wear. We went twice in the span of a week. By we, I mean they did, because I went one time and then I was like, yo, it'd be crazy if we got chicken feet curry, which was on the
Oh,
special.
We
yeah.
went over this on the
And
last
then the last
banter.
Banter Pod. And then they
Yeah.
were like, yo, you want chicken feet curry? I'm like, yo, that's crazy, but yeah. And then they thought that was a no.
Yeah, there was some miscommunication.
I
Miscommunication.
didn't get my chicken feet curry. I didn't get my New Balance 9020.
I went back
Yeah,
to the
the
store.
New Balances that you could buy anywhere. It's like, why are we in the Grove?
The Grove out.
Oh man. Top merch. This is from Tony from Sunday's Coffee.
Okay, yeah.
Top merch pickup of 2024.
What do you got?
Jerome?
I have a couple on here. Shout out you and the Scars Pizza merch.
Sick.
Yeah,
That was
that's
really
right.
cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Friends and family.
Shouts to Ennis introducing me to some friends who, a couple of them work for Scars. They had a lot of friends and family items that they did, like a Jordan collaboration event with. And, I was able to bring back a lot of cool Scars merch for everybody.
Yeah.
Sick.
Jitlada. I'm a fan of my Jitlada
Jitlada
tea.
merch.
Do you like
Gelato
that?
tea, which I
Yeah.
still think it's the Thai iced tea color. Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I see that. I went to I didn't know the band before I went, but I saw the band Idols, and I really liked the
Yes.
shirt I got
Yeah,
from
yeah,
there.
you got
Yeah, that's the Kensington. That was the Kensington outfit. For
You mean
that weekend.
Ossington, right?
Ossington,
Yeah,
Ossington.
yeah,
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Embarrassing. Confusing Kensington with Ossington stuff.
That's insane, man.
Does
Screaming
Play of Society stuff
embarrassing.
count as merch? Like
Huh?
the Play of Society, like W
Yeah,
stuff?
of course,
I
man.
like a lot of
Sure,
those.
yeah,
I got a
yeah,
couple
yeah.
items from there.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah.
like that.
How about you? What, like
Okay.
you've gotten some stuff.
Okay, player.
Trying to
Society.
think. Really like Method Man vintage tee that I bought in Chicago.
That's
Round two
really
in
nice.
Chicago.
Yeah, that's hard.
That was like a tee that I just like really loved and wore a lot. The PSA hat I guess doesn't make it. I feel like that was 2023, but this is probably the longest I've worn a single hat for.
Yeah. This is
so-
tough.
so
This is like
shouts-
when Jordan won like 2 3-peats level. Like it's just
Yeah,
continuity is crazy.
Yeah. Otherwise, I don't really know, man. I feel like this year I was just buying more like I don't know, just like essential stuff, nothing like crazy.
And not essentials.
I mean, speaking about Tony, you peeped that Peppers collab?
Yeah. Could it be in this room?
Will,
is
if
it
you
actually
want
in
to
this
reach
room?
under your the couch right now, under your
so many
seat,
surprises.
We have
surprise,
another
you might have to
birthday
reach
gift for you.
further. I went,
Again, his birthday was between December 23rd
happy birthday
to
again,
27.
Will.
Yo, that's so sick.
and
Shouts-
he's 32 now.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Sundays,
Thanks, Tony.
Peppers, collab T-shirt. Made it happen.
You don't need to put that on top of the jersey.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be Joey from Friends.
So there you go. Yeah, so the story is like you know, there was a surprise party for me. We organized a surprise for Jerome as well.
Yep.
And then there was an expectation that with Will's birthday coming up, we're also gonna do a surprise.
Do I need to get you some scissors?
But Jerome and I were brainstorming, and it just reached a point where it was like impossible to pull off a surprise. Because like
Here, we'll hold
was
off
just,
on this for now.
It was just on everyone's mind. I'm straight talking through whatever he's doing. Yeah.
It's a big bag. It's hard to,
So, anyways, to summarize, we did not have a surprise for Will, in terms of a surprise party. Plus, he was adamant he likes to keep his birthdays low key. So we honored his wishes.
Yeah, we didn't give Will a surprise, but what we gave Will over the last couple of weeks is the constant threat of a surprise.
Yeah, like I threatened to show up at his house on Christmas Day.
Yep.
We fake deleted messages in the group chat as if like we were planning something.
Yep, we did that.
Yeah. We were gonna invite you to Hardo to record a banter pod, and then halfway through everybody would just be downstairs.
Yes,
So hot
that
right
was
now,
the
man.
one that we were going to do for sure.
Yeah.
Like, before we decided to do this here, we were going to do our banter pod at Hardo and set it up basically in the same way here of just like, we never did surprise you, yada, yada, yada. And then waiting in the stairwell would have been everyone coming up.
Oh.
But then what would they do?
We've already done a surprise party for me at Patois in the year.
Yeah, but we were also gonna do one where we're like, oh, no surprises, just us go for dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
But then surprise you the night after with another dinner.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
There was that
it
one.
got to a
Yeah.
point where it's like a two-step because I'm like, yo, it's too obvious, so we have to blow off a surprise, make him think like he already
Yeah.
got surprised.
Yeah.
Yo.
And
But
then
after-
a double surprise.
After our final surprise here, which I
Yeah.
think it is our final. I don't know if Alex has anything left.
no, I think that's it.
I can't
That's
wear
it.
more layers, man.
So
I'm very
officially
hot right now.
on our out list, surprises.
Yeah, surprises are
yeah,
out.
we leaving that in 2024.
Yeah, surprises are out. It's a strain on the mental.
Yeah, no shout out to Radiohead, but no surprises, Radiohead.
Yeah, no surprises.
Someone said Will looking big as hell. Yeah, honestly, this is what happens when you have 3 layers on and a sweater. But yo, shouts to this. This is great, man. Thanks to Tony. Sundays and Peppers. Sundays coffee. Fantastic. Go pick yourself up a bag. You got a lot of different selections there. And also Peppers. If you're ever on, I guess, Lansdowne and Wallace.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lansdowne.
Yo, where's Wallace?
Where's
Where's
Wallace?
Wallace, String?
Yo, I was at Lansdowne Station the other day.
Where were you at Lansdowne?
Going to Donna's.
Hands down, Yo, bro,
Oh,
it's
how
right
was
across
it?
from Donna's.
Oh,
How's
is it?
Donna's?
Peppers is right across
Great
from Donna's.
sandwich.
Yeah.
Great sandwiches.
What'd you have, man? The little fried mushroom one?
No, I had a shrimp salad one.
Okay, all right,
Yeah,
cool.
it's pretty good.
Anyway, you go to
How
Peppers.
does that compare
Peppers
to
is
a lobster
great-
salad?
Shouts to Peppers.
Well, Peppers is right there. It's not even
Peppers
that
is right
far.
there. It's like a bodega style.
They say it's the junction, but it's not really that
It's
far.
not the junction.
No,
man.
no, no.
Nah, it's not even a name for that area. It's just like
Let's
near
go get
Lansdowne
Peppers.
Station.
Yeah.
Let's go to Peppers.
Yeah,
I was
let's
legit
go.
gonna go to Peppers on the way home to pick up this tea. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now you can rock the tea.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
we ended up doing.
One to rock, one to stop,
Yeah,
boys.
one to rock, one to stock, man.
That's in.
Yeah, I think that's it, man. In terms of questions.
In terms of questions,
Yeah, I
okay.
think
Let's
we're
get to
good.
the questions that we had in the stream,
Okay, let's look at some of
Yeah.
those.
and then do we have listener emails? What are we saying?
No, and then we're gonna do the final segment, a
Okay.
test segment of you guys giving me Beatles songs,
Okay.
and that's it, man.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
this is interesting.
We're getting
Can
questions
you
from the
tell
chat.
me?
Kelvin K.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about your Turo experience in LA? Did you meet with the driver to pick up, drop off keys? How does it work? So for context, we worked with Turo to, get our car rental in LA. Jerome took the lead on this. Yeah, Jerome, let him know.
Yeah. So the experience was really good. You actually can watch a video where I talk about it. But we did a video in our Turo rental, a little ice breaking questions, and talked about our experience there. But yeah, ordered it online. They give you all the detailed information of which car it is. So everything is good on that front. The amenities, all that. We don't meet the driver. You are in contact with them, and they set up the car in any spot. So for us, in LA. It was outside a nearby one of those hotels by the airport. So we just took a shuttle over there and then went to go pick it up. And yeah, it was a pretty seamless process.
There's like a little lockbox that
Yeah,
they
exactly.
stashed like somewhere near the car.
Yep.
And then obviously they text you the code, so you're able to open the lockbox.
They also have
car
like
key
one of
in
those
it.
steering wheel like clubs to like.
How does that even work, by the way?
I don't even know how it works. I didn't know people still used it. That was like a thing
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
90s. Yeah.
Right. That's like a pager. So, but yeah, it was actually super simple to use. The car was actually really great. Like I know this sounds like an ad, but I'm just saying it was like a pretty seamless experience.
Yeah,
it's
I
dope.
mean, like the best way to describe it is Airbnb, but for a rental.
Also, it was way quicker than getting like if you stand in line at LAX like to try to wait for a rental car, like there's just a huge
Sure.
lineup. Yeah. So
Yeah,
this was
and
quick.
again, like with this, you know the exact car that you're getting.
It's
So,
crazy.
yeah.
Should have done that yesterday, man.
Show Soturo.
All right.
What's next?
Next up.
Needless
Next up-
Oh,
News.
this is a follow up from when we
Needless
were talking
news.
about, I guess, like podcasting and elevated person.
Oh yeah, how we're like elevated versions. So
Yeah.
the question is, if this is an elevated version of Alex, how low energy is everyday Alex? I'm pretty low energy, I think.
I don't think so.
Not low energy, like I'm very chill. Like,
You're very chill. You're chill
Yeah.
guy meme.
I'm a chill guy. I guess I wait. Like when the cameras come on, I do try to turn it up a little bit, but
That's
It
hilarious.
is. It is really fun watching you.
Yeah.
You're
Essentially
not a
charge
particularly
up. Yeah.
animated person. Like you're
Yeah.
usually pretty chill. you
I think
know?
I pick my spots too when to actually get animated. Like this Raptors team hasn't had me excited in like 5 years, so
Okay, that's tough.
Right.
you know what I mean. Like if you go back look at clips from 2019 when we're doing pods and stuff,
Yeah.
there's a lot of excitement there.
Yeah. Speaking about excitement, for each of us from Coco, what's our favorite topic to be asked about that would make us genuinely happy to start yapping?
Dragon Ball Z,
Okay.
Like niche subjects or
just like diving into Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball
anything.
Z,
For
For
me,
Alex.
Dragon Ball Z for me. Anything gambling,
Mm.
poker.
right. blackjack in particular. Of
Yeah,
course.
talking blackjack,
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
poker, like
Yeah,
gambling.
I like that.
Yeah.
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 What else do you like, man? Vintage shopping.
How about you,
No.
Will?
Yeah, these are all ours. Like specific.
Niche subjects. Honestly, I like talking about sort of like
Chinese history.
Chinese history. I like Chinese history.
Yeah.
I like obviously like a lot of Pokemon right now, especially
Yeah.
competitive Pokemon. Competitive Pokemon, VGC is in. Okay,
Yeah.
just like chess, VGC is in. All right. What else is in for me right now? I've been watching a lot of Lord of the Rings video essays. Those are fun.
Oh,
It's always
okay.
like
Okay, yeah,
it also
yeah.
is like why not take the ring on Eagles and drop it off over Mount Doom?
Damn.
You know?
Damn.
And it's like 10 minutes and a guy is like giving a very eloquent
Yeah.
explanation. I do like those. What else do I like? I like also just talking about online experiences.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because I always feel like I'm always giving some sort of
I
weird
like
little
getting into
preamble
those
about that.
things. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, melancholy. I like melancholy. a lot.
Sure.
Yeah, that's my favorite feeling.
Yeah, I have a lot of the similar ones there too. I guess the only one like specific I can think of is sometimes talking about like editing. Like
Oh,
there's a
yeah.
lot of like conversation about like
Sticks
content.
edits over here.
Sticks edits, yeah. No, but like more like not my own as much as it's like kind of reverse engineering some like whatever you see online and just
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
appreciating some of the craft. I like talking about like in any way like craft, even if it's not something that I'm good in. Like I
Yeah.
just like hearing about how people do stuff.
Right. I
Yeah.
like that too. Nice
Nice.
little detail process kind of thing. Yeah, this guy's Kobe's detail.
Going
cool
back
series, by the
to our Chinese food conversation, barbecue pork or roast pork?
Probably barbecue pork. Yeah.
Yeah,
Today I'm feeling like barbecue pork.
yeah. That one.
Ask
that
me
one.
again
that
tomorrow, Scarborough Mans.
Yeah.
Today you're feeling sweet and sour pork. Man.
Will, do you have a preference?
Probably barbecue pork. I think the most important thing is that meat's got to be succulent.
Yep.
And so it's got to be well marinated. It's got to be, and I hate eating dry pork. It's like
Yeah,
really
yeah.
like one of the least.
When you
expensive-
choose
Roast
to
pork
that,
can
yeah.
get like it's a hit or miss, but like
it depends on
can
how
get-
you cook it, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like a crispy pork, but yeah, I think I'm leaning barbecue pork.
Yeah.
Nice.
From our boy Liban.
Liban, what up?
What's the worst interaction y'all had with a pro athlete / celebrity? And I'm gonna combine this with a question from
From BK.
BK here. Why is Zach Lowe in Toronto? But we're gonna go back to Liban's
Yeah.
question.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I'm just gonna ask this here. We're gonna start. Why have you not talked to Zach Lowe yet? Will?
It's become a running theme. It's like the new like Yuta Watanabe. Can we go to have ramen together? So the history here is obviously everyone knows who Zach Lowe is, right? Back in like 2015, 2016-ish, Zach Lowe gave me a shout out, and I even put it into my resume at one point. It was like, because
This is when he called him the Great Will Lou.
yeah, and it was like an incredible shout out. Like a lot of people reached out to me, like texted me and stuff like that, be like, "Oh my God, Zach!" Like this is like peak blog boy era.
Yeah.
Right. So I've always like really loved Zach Lowe. Like obviously, like I kind of like took the 10 things idea and sort of like made it a game to game kind of thing. So like a lot of people take parts up to his game, and I'm like not whatsoever ashamed of saying that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I never met Zach Lowe because I wasn't really going to cover games. I wasn't physically credentialed until like 2018-ish. And so the first time I actually saw Zach Lowe in person was in Oakland at the Oracle. It was sort of between one of those practice days during the finals, which is like a huge media gathering. And I was just sitting by myself, having a meal, having a plate, feeling real anxious or whatever. And Zach sat down right beside me and started eating, but he was on the phone. So I was like, oh my God, Zach's here. We're eating, we're chilling. Like, I'm just going to say hi to Zach and just like not bother him, but just be like, hey, obviously a big fan of your work. I really appreciate what you've done. And you know what I mean? Just like keep it real cool, casual. I wasn't going to ask for anything. The thing was, he was on the phone the whole time. And after like 20 minutes, I had finished my meal, but I'm like pecking at the last like fry. Like immediately one fry or a minute, Channing Frye style, like getting minutes on the Orlando Magic or something. And like eventually he just got up and left, still on that phone call. So I was like, oh, I missed my chance to talk to Zach. The thing is, I've seen Zach in Toronto many times. He comes here every Christmas. To spend time with his in-laws. His wife is from Toronto. Yeah. That's why he always does the annual Toronto pod as well, right? With like, back in the day, it was always Eric Kareen and Bruce Arthur. Then like Blake, joined the pod and stuff like that too. So it was like he would always do one episode.
We got to get Will on.
Yeah, we'll see.
I had a
we'll
rant
see.
about that a couple of years ago.
We'll see.
When Zach gets his own platform.
We'll see. But the thing is, obviously, Zach this year doesn't have a pod, but he's still in Toronto.
It's still credentialed. Okay.
Wow.
So you didn't talk to Zach is what happened.
So I did see Zach twice this week, but I did not say hi to him neither time. I just didn't want to bother him, man. Like,
you guys been putting him up on like a crazy pedestal. Like Zach's great at what he does, but like you can approach him and talk to him.
You can definitely approach him.
I
think you've built it up so much.
Notice me, senpai.
I remember like I met Zach when I was like living in New York at the time.
Sure.
And he was already doing his thing, like, but he was still at SI and stuff. And like kind of just coming up.
He came on Stephen LeBron Radio.
Yeah. So sure, it was like easier to like approach him at that time versus now because he's like,
bro, Zach got crazy aura though. I can't even lie.
I mean, I emailed Zach this week and he just told me he's busy with family and at Raps games, and he asked me if I was gonna be at Raps games, and I was like, no, and that's it. Because I emailed to see if he wanted to be up.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
And I was trying to see if I could organize something where you could come through too. So
I hear a knock at. No, kidding.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yo, imagine.
That was the real surprise.
Yo, fake surprises, hypothetical surprises are in. Cosplaying your life.
Pump faking Zach Lowe is nuts, man.
We'll get Zach through there. We'll get Michael Grange crashing through the window.
But I do hope you get that interaction in.
Yeah, we're gonna figure that out.
Because we've heard from sources that he's already said that he's a obviously name checked you. And stuff, but like we've heard from sources that he's a
Can we make that a New Year's resolution?
Yeah.
New Year's resolution, Will talks to Zach Lowe.
Yeah, but I feel like that shouldn't be a resolution. That should just be a thing that just gets done.
Yeah, but at least maybe it holds us accountable.
I don't even want to put it on that pedestal. It's like
what you were pedestals.
saying. It's like what you were saying earlier about the in-out list. It's like It's like it shouldn't be as nerve-wracking to approach him. Of course.
Worst celebrity interactions, though, guys.
Oh yeah, Alex, do you have any bad ones?
So the one I've referenced this before. If you look up GQ, Alex Wong, D'Angelo Russell. I did a Q&A with him on the phone, and like, GQ interviews like super softballs, like, yo, what celebrities do you like seeing courtside? Like, yo, what sneaker you wearing? Like, and stuff. He literally gave me yes, no, like 1-word answers for like 20 minutes. So if you want a good laugh, look up that interview with that context, and it's pretty funny.
There's also a really good interview with us talking to Delano Banton. Which had the energy.
That one was not. I wouldn't even put that in top 10.
Okay.
Of worse.
That had the energy of like talking to your distant relatives from back home.
Yeah, I wouldn't put that. Way back, Courtney Lee. I mean, this is my fault.
Courtney Lee
got mad at me.
Not one of Bill Simmons' Sound Sexy All Stars.
Because I was doing
right there with Lindsay Hunter.
Because this was right after he blew that layup in the finals.
Yo, you
and-
asking Courtney Lee about
So it was
blowing
a year
game two?
after.
Oh,
It was a year
brother.
after, or like 2 years after.
You better leave
And-
Courtney Lee alone, man.
And I was doing a story.
Oh, brother.
I don't know. I guess I was a super ambitious journalist at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing a story on like how players get over those moments, like really difficult moments. But I guess,
That is a good story.
but I guess the way I approached it with him, he just didn't want to hear it.
Yeah.
So he took like 2 questions, and he's like, he kind of could kind of see what I was trying to go with
what
it.
you were going for, yeah.
And he's like, you know what? I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah.
And then as I'm like
That's
walking
fair,
away, I guess he was on the Knicks at the time. I
Yeah.
want to say, yeah. I don't know who else I was
like
talking to.
Joakim Noah walked by?
Yeah, no. Then I hear him being like, "Yo, man, this motherfucker want to talk to me about Game 2? Want to talk to me about that layup? Like it's 2015, man. Like he was so
Get over
mad.
it.
Yo,
Kobe
he
was going to
so
beat us
mad.
in 6.
And I wanted to explain
pretty
to him.
funny.
I'm like,
That's
yo,
incredible.
I'm trying to thread the needle to tell a story about this. Like, I'm not trying to like shame
Right,
you for
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but-
not like a worse interaction. It's more like just one that I really
That's
remember.
pretty
That's
funny.
really
Because it's
funny.
kind of funny. Yeah.
Ron, what about you?
Sebastian
Sebastian Javinko?
Sorry?
Sebastian Javinko?
Javinko.
What about-
We've had good interactions. Actually, in the Jersey one, I totally forgot one that I hold pretty dear that I got to figure out how to put up.
Victor Vasquez?
No, when I left Toronto FC, the entire team signed a jersey for me.
Yo,
Oh,
that's sick, man.
That's sick.
Yeah, I have
That's sick.
and like with like real like actual personal messages,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
just like
yeah.
their name. Like people like wrote messages
yeah.
to me.
Oso 21.
Josie Altidore wrote, "I'm the best dancer in the industry."
That's
Yo,
That's
that's
really fun.
sick. Yo,
Which
Josie
I'm not,
Altidore
which I'm
was
not,
a
but yeah.
prime. Yo, TFC Josie Altidore was a problem.
Oh, he was
Oh,
cool.
God.
Okay. So, it really wasn't bad. Even in the moment, it didn't feel bad. It was more funny to me. But I was filming an interview with for NBXL. Akil Augustine was interviewing Jamal Murray. I want to say this is the winter of 2018.
Okay, yeah.
So like
He wasn't big yet.
He was on the come up. Like,
Yeah, he was
people
on the
were starting
come up.
to,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he was. I think he was kind of getting a little bit the Blue Arrow status, a little bit of like the villain kind of role and stuff, like hitting a lot of big threes, things like that.
Sure, yeah.
Anyway, so we start a little bit of the interview, and I notice like one of the mics aren't quite working the way it's supposed to be.
Okay, yeah.
So I just like stop and I was like, "Hey guys, sorry, we need to just take it from the top." Thankfully, it wasn't like too long in.
Yeah.
And do it. And then as I was like putting it all together, granted, like keep in mind, I'm doing a solo shoot with like handling audio, lighting, and like 2 or 3 cameras.
Like
in
what we're
like
doing
a
right
tight
now?
space, like what I'm doing right now. But yeah, it was the funny part was just like in the doing it, like Jamal, like you've seen Jamal Murray, like in a very like dry way, but like kind of fuck with me, just like, "Yo man, get your shit together."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and then like, but like in a joking way,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
I like
yeah,
had a
yeah.
good laugh about it afterward.
Okay,
and
good,
we
good.
we clearly did not learn our lesson because I started this stream on mute.
Yeah, it's fine, man. It's fine, man.
Yeah, it's making me remember so many just like funny locker room interactions. Like there was one time I was interviewing PJ Tucker
Okay.
about his sneakers. He was on the Rockets.
Yeah.
And then Joe Johnson, I guess, was on the Rockets.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
And he was sitting right next. Like he's got like this
Imagine
is
he
pregame.
stayed.
He got like 2 feet in the ice bucket. Like he's cooked.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got like a towel over his head. I'm like, yo, you haven't even played yet. This is like his pregame ritual. Like this is his pregame to get ready. And then Joe Johnson rips the craziest fart that PJ Tucker has to end the interview with me and tell me to come back after the game. Because PJ's like, yo, what the fuck, JJ? And then everybody just evacuated the room.
Oh, my
And that was it.
God.
And that was it.
Yo, Mike D'Antoni was like, "No, forget pregame film."
There's so many good ones. It's like there was a
That's
time I think
ridiculous, man.
Hassan Whiteside, like I think this
Oh,
was
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
like 2016.
Yeah, shouts to
Like
Bobby.
he wasn't playing that game, and then he ordered a whole pizza to himself, like pre-game.
Nice.
nice.
And then like
Nice.
I guess like a couple of us walked in there, and he got so mad at us when we were like gave him a second look.
Why?
He was like, "Yo, what are you guys looking at?" Yeah, like he was just
Okay.
mad. He was just like all defensive because he thought we were judging him for like eating a whole pizza in his
No,
locker room.
man. Was it a personal pan pizza from Pizza Hut, or is it like an XL joint? Like,
No, there's some funny ones, man.
that's pretty great, man.
That's
That's why you
awesome.
listen. That's why you listen 2 hours and 18 minutes in, because Alex might tell you that Joe Johnson ripped a fart.
That's great.
All right. Any other questions in this?
I think we're good on questions.
We're good. Okay.
Yeah.
So final segment.
Before
we wrap up. So one of my favorite. We go to karaoke all the time, and
Did karaoke last night?
yeah,
man?
one of my favorite songs is 4 or 5 seconds. That I like to
45
do.
seconds.
With Rihanna,
Don't
Kanye
you know
West,
you have 45 seconds?
and Paul McCartney,
Yeah.
allegedly of the Beatles.
Uh-huh.
And this is really how I learned about Paul McCartney. Now, listen, I know who Paul McCartney is, but it's like I've never really listened to his music like that.
Wait, if we showed you 4 Beatles, can you identify who he is? Can you pick him out of a lineup?
I might.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can get you a photo. You guys,
I
vamp
might
for
be
a
able
second.
to.
Okay.
But what we want to do is, what we realize is like I don't really know a lot of Beatles songs.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
Beatles songs ring out.
Yeah.
They're like,
you never watched Across the Universe?
No. They
Yo, you didn't know ball, man. You didn't know real love.
They so they have like songs that everybody knows.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
what we're gonna do in this segment is, Jerome and Will are gonna give me song titles
Yep.
from the Beatles, and I'm gonna interpolate them and guess what they actually sound like.
Interpolate them is sick. All right.
Use the
All
big word.
right. Okay, I'm gonna go on Spotify, and this is the Beatles playlist.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these are obviously
So
like
you guys don't even have to tell me if it's right or wrong. Obviously, people listening know the Beatles. You guys can reference and know if like.
So I'm gonna give you the title, and then you're gonna try to sing like
I'm gonna try to
tune.
sing what I think the song.
Okay, but before we do that,
sounds
do you
like.
think you can guess? Can you point to me in this lineup
Yeah.
which one is actually Paul McCartney? That
1 sec.
okay, we're 1 sec.
Yeah, you keep going.
Yeah. Okay. So actually, before we start, is there any Beatles songs I should avoid? Like any one that you actually already
Yeah,
know?
what songs do you know?
I only know "Day in the Life."
How does that go?
Oh, wow.
I don't know. Yeah.
What?
Day in the life. I love how every song just goes to that Wings.
That's why it's that Band on the Run.
Day in the life.
That's Band on the Run.
crazy.
Yeah. So don't do Band on the Run.
Okay. We're
Maybe-
not. That's the Beatles. The Beatles.
Yeah.
That's
That's
a
the
totally
Wing- that's
different
Wings.
band.
But
That's Paul
Wings
McCartney
is like
using
Wings
Wings.
is like when McCartney left to form Dipset. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, spiritually, sure. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Before we start this, can we show you just the Beatles?
Yeah.
Which one of these?
So on the
is
screen right now,
Paul
we have
McCartney?
all the Beatles on screen
Yeah. On
from
the
left to right.
On the left is McCartney.
You got that?
Can
yeah.
you name the other ones now?
I don't know which one is George Harrison.
Okay.
I don't know which one is Ringo Starr.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
is John Lennon even in this?
Yeah.
They're so
He
young.
does look really
Yeah.
different.
Okay, I'm gonna say that one next to McCartney is John Lennon.
You got that right?
Yeah.
Okay, and now this is a toss-up. This is a coin
That's
flip.
Kyle Korver.
This is a pure.
the middle
this
one's
is a
Kyle
pure.
Korver.
I'm gonna-
That's killer Kyle Korver.
I'm gonna say Ringo Starr is the next one.
No, that's George Harrison.
okay.
That's
Yeah, yeah,
Sixers era Kyle Korver.
No. You guys
That's
are
when he
showing
won
me
the
in a different
3-point
era.
contest, man.
Okay, so
That's
let's.
Kyle Korver. Yo.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Give me the songs. Yeah.
Okay. They
Okay.
say. Okay. All right, let's go. Let It Be.
Let it be. Let it be. Let it be.
That's actually pretty close.
It's not terrible.
That's
Sounds
actually
like a Christmas
pretty
song.
close.
You kind of made it sound like Let It Snow. Let
Yeah,
It Snow.
yeah.
Let it be,
But you kinda
let it
got
be,
it there.
Let it be.
Yeah.
Wait,
Let
can
it
I throw one just because?
Go ahead.
I don't want to go straight. Hit us with Yesterday.
Yeah, I know this one. It's like yesterday, blah 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 blah. So
Yeah,
far
okay,
away.
so you do know
Yeah,
some
my dad
Beatles.
listened to
Alright,
that one.
there you go.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Wow. Only one of the biggest tunes of all time,
Yeah.
man.
Doesn't
Big
sound-
Shiny Tunes,
doesn't sound that
1965,
good.
man.
Yeah. Abbey Road over here.
How about Norwegian Wood?
Okay, that's hard, man.
Norwegian wood.
Yo,
Norwegian wood.
Like, what is this?
Chop
segment?
it up, toss it down. Let's start a fire. Norwegian wood.
Yo, that's actually kind of fire.
Norwegian wood.
That's kind of fire.
I didn't know you were a freestyle artist.
Okay,
Jeez.
let's go.
Okay, I think you know Hey Jude.
I don't.
Yeah, but you tried it yesterday.
Hey
Okay, hit us-
Jude, what up? All right, we gonna get it on tonight.
Yo,
Oh
that's
my
insane.
god, that's crazy.
All right, Blackbird. One of my favorite
Oh,
songs
yeah.
to play on the guitar, by the way.
Blackbird singing on a broken tree.
Oh, yo, that's actually pretty close. That's
There,
pretty
yeah,
close.
yeah,
Ding,
yeah,
ding,
yeah.
ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding.
there you go.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I know that one.
I want to hold your hand.
Okay, yeah.
I wanna hold your hand. Hold it till
Yo,
the end of time.
They're gonna revoke your Canadian citizenship, man.
Oh, they're not
wanna hold your
Canadian
hand.
anyway. Okay, how
Jesus Christ.
about Come Together?
Come together right now.
Oh, there you go. You got that.
Oh yeah.
Fly away, whatever.
Okay. This is the one I wanted to ask the whole time. Yellow Submarine.
Yeah, so Lee Band did this, but I can't remember.
Oh,
It's
Lee Band did sing this.
Yellow submarine for
Yep.
like 8 minutes. Yellow submarine, I'm riding a yellow submarine.
Yeah, you got that.
I'm dying, dog. What else we got?
That's it?
While my
No, we
guitar
don't.
gently weeps.
Oh, this
Yeah.
was sampled, man, by Wu-Tang.
Oh, okay. All
There you go.
Oh, no.
What's a real ball knower?
While my guitar gently weeps.
Yeah, that's
I don't know, man.
that's
I don't know, dog.
pretty decent.
I don't know, man.
I'll give him that.
What
I'll
about
give him that.
Strawberry Fields Forever?
Strawberry fields forever.
That's
honestly
not
terrible.
Let's
Crazy.
go pick some trees.
Bro, Lee Band
Pick
just
some
said you
trees.
butchered a classic, bro. Yo, this guy sounds like the Chinese guy singing Michael Jackson. This started Rush Hour 2.
How about Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds?
Lucy, she in the sky. She got diamonds. She fly.
Yo, that's
How
crazy.
we doing?
That's crazy, yo.
Bup, bup, bup.
This is like
This is like if
we
Nelly
used-
did that interpretation.
we used to get
of
like
this.
Alex to like freestyle rap, and
Oh,
now like we
bro.
got this instead.
Yeah, this is like the evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have so many songs, man.
They do have a lot of songs.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
The Long and Winding Road.
The long and winding road.
I can't give you that. I can't give you that.
Winding
dog.
road.
Every song you do is like a commercial jingle.
Winding road.
Someone says
Winding
this sounds
road.
like the Chinese guy singing Frank Ocean's Nights on TikTok. You want to guess Frank Ocean's Nights too? Yo, this
Twist and Shout.
Isn't that a Black Eyed Peas? I wanna twist and shout and let it all out.
Yeah. That's a Britney track
Yeah.
featuring. Yeah.
That's hard. That's hard.
Damn, man.
I think it's Scream and Shout.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's close enough.
That's great.
No, that's not close at all.
Hard Day's Night.
It was a hard day's night. Working real hard. Working through the night. Working.
You
working,
started off strong. You
working
started off
9 to
strong.
5.
You're close. The thing is,
started off
every
strong,
time you
man.
sing the actual title of the song,
Yeah.
you're like relatively close.
I think we're kind of
then-
deconstructing how basic the Beatles are.
Yeah.
Like it's really not that deep.
It's there's certainly a formula to some of these.
Maybe
yeah.
the monkeys were better, man.
What? That's insane.
Crazy
Yeah.
how Alex is old but doesn't know these old classics.
What's like the most popular like band or artist or like show that you don't know? Because like for me, like I never really watched Seinfeld, so people always making Seinfeld references, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
I've watched Seinfeld once,
I don't
but
really
not
know.
enough when people start referencing specific
Simpsons,
episodes.
same thing.
Right.
Simpsons,
yeah.
I can get a
do
Bruce
little bit.
Springsteen, like if you give me any Bruce Springsteen songs,
Nah.
like
Yeah.
other than the Baby We Were Born to Run, like I'm cool.
Yeah,
Like,
Bruce
Yeah, yeah,
Springsteen,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
really know.
Uh,
There was a time in my life when I had Oasis and U2 mixed up a lot. Like,
Okay,
I
yeah,
wasn't
yeah, yeah.
sure, like,
that's acceptable.
Was Beautiful Day, like U2, Oasis.
U2.
Yeah,
Sure,
but like,
sure,
I got
yeah.
confused at times.
Okay,
Yeah.
here's the last one. I just feels appropriate. Help.
Help, Ringo. Help, George. Help, Paul. Help, John.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. That's actually not it, man. Oh,
I can't wait
brother.
to go. I can't wait to go
Jerome,
and listen to the Oscar
can you
ones.
do some Hoop mixtapes with these Alex songs for this season's Raptors highlights? Feels very fitting.
The Help Paul could be like a Chris Paul highlight reel.
Oh my God! Help Paul.
Help Paul with the Paul George.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things too. The
Help side D. Paul Millsap.
Yo, Paul Millsap was a
God.
problem. There were so many years I was wanting the Raptors to trade for Paul Millsap because we didn't have no power forward for a while.
Oh my god.
We're back
Oh
to
my
this.
gosh!
man.
All right.
All right, I think that's it, man.
All right,
I think
well,
that covers
this
it.
was fun. Hopefully it was fun for people who watched this live too. I know for the
Yeah,
Banter
people
Pod,
stuck it out with us.
it's meant to
Thank
be
you.
evergreen content. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So but at the same time, Jerome, thank you guys. First off, thank you guys for all these gifts.
Oh
You
yeah.
of
know,
course, bro.
I'm wearing two of them.
Surprise.
I'm gonna read this over 2 washroom sessions. Evan Mobley's bag,
Yeah.
aka 2 pages. This thing's shorter than the Communist Manifesto, but
Damn, man.
yeah, no, seriously, I appreciate you guys. Thanks everyone for listening. Obviously, we'll have one more show.
Also have a Doc Rivers book
What?
for Jerome.
Oh,
Oh, this is amazing.
Hey man.
Yeah.
Yo, have you seen the old
just-
Doc Rivers? Like, did you watch Doc Rivers play or anything?
Yeah, I know Doc. He was
Why
Are
was
there
he
any
always
quotes
punching
from him?
people?
he was always fighting. Yeah.
Yo, this guy
He was
just used to
always
fight
fighting.
people?
He was always fighting. Yeah.
Was Doc Rivers like, well, how good
I
of
think
a
people just wanted like Danny.
was he like a
Ainge-
really good point guard? Like,
Nah, Danny Ainge used to fight. All these guys used to fight all the time. Like,
they just had hands for each other.
yeah. Yo, shout out to everyone in the chat, man. Shout out to Steve
Hey.
McGinnis. Huge shout outs to Leon, man. Love you, bro. Let's go to Buffalo. See the Hat Lady soon. Yeah, shout out to Needless Moose.
Like,
Yeah, love that.
like, subscribe to the channel.
Yo, happy holidays to everybody.
yeah, seriously.
Wishing you a happy new year. all
Year of
that
the
stuff.
Snake coming soon. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Watch out. You know.
Whoa.
That's it. Thanks everyone for listening. For myself, Will, Alex, Jerome. Happy holidays from the Hello and Welcome podcast.